About what?
You know how
Cause he being a hotep dang on Hebrew Israelite that I can't stand.
Hey, that boy right there, he worse than him. They see they got them glasses on. He's what are you?
I'm Sudanese. I'm Sudanese Muslim.
You're a Sudanese Muslim. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm messing with you, Jay.
No, I ain't no. I'm.
Hey, y'all, real quick, make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure y'all share the stream. We got Blanco in the building. The man that would never let a woman make it. I swear to God, he ain't let y'all make it. Hey, train the panel knows. Hold on, what's he say? He mods here sometime. Let's see if I can bat signal to him in the same place. Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna, it is what it is. So Rose, how was last night? You knew I was going. Hey, I don't even know why you playing. You thought I was gonna let you slide?
I did think y'all was gonna let me slide.
She glowing.
Listen, we hold people accountable over here.
She glowing. She in a good mood. All smiles, no wrinkles, no frowns. Forehead shining.
I'm always smiling though. I'm just half life today. I had a rough, few hours. Dealing with stuff.
Rough hour.
But last night was cool. I enjoyed myself. Hung with my people, and then I came to the house.
I thought you weren't going home.
I mean, I wasn't going home at that moment. I was just going home pretty late, so I did.
Okay. I thought you were spending the night with that dude last night.
You know you had to spend the night, babe.
Let me tell you something. Like we grown. Ain't nobody spending the night and ain't clapping no cheeks. Like, why is we even playing?
Hey, I said,
this is my thing. If listen, don't even play with me like that. If we not clapping on cheeks, then don't even you take your butt home, or I'll send you an Uber.
But what's understood don't need to be explained. So if I explain things before I got there and we agreed on that, then that's what it is.
Y'all just spoon.
So hold on. Good. How's everybody doing?
You see that smile? I say, did y'all spoon? She say,
no, none of that. No.
Jay, you believe her? You believe she didn't spoon Jay?
I can't be in her sheets.
Wow.
Nah, hey Jay, we judge over here, Jay.
Okay, we definitely do.
Yeah, we judge. I don't know. We listen and don't judge. Nah, this is the judgment zone. Bring your butt to the front.
Oh Lord.
But we judge and love though. Like we all friends, right? Like in real time, like if anybody say something in the past, we having fun. Like I would never bring nobody up here that's gonna like disrespect nothing like that. Now Ali, that my brother here look different. Now that's the only one that you might. My brother, I love him to death, but he look different. So, but he's still respectful. He do it in love. You know what I'm saying? He want people to do better. I can honestly say that.
Yeah,
I can honestly say that.
Yeah, he don't want to disrespect. He won't disrespect nobody either. He just
he ain't for the weak-hearted though at all.
Yeah, for sure. OG in the comment, what up, OG? What you got going, my boy? We gon' OG say he only pulling up on Sundays. OG say he only gonna show us the gray hair on Sundays.
Dang.
So wait a minute. Yo, Trey, were you joking when you said that Rose spent the night with some Negro?
Boy, I was dead serious, boy.
Rose, were you spending the night with a guy?
It wasn't like that. I just met
Yes or no? Yes or no? I don't want you to give me this whole novel, bro. Come on. Did you?
It wasn't like that.
Okay, yes or no? Did you spend the night with a guy?
Was he there? Yes.
Ooh.
But
Jesus.
it was But
go
it
ahead,
wasn't
baby,
like that. There was no Philly, no nothing. We was all just kicking it. I was invited to an event. We all kicked it, had fun. I left early.
You give him a church hug.
So you did the whole walk then, pretty much. The whole walk like a 5 in the morning.
Hold up, Blanco.
No, y'all so mean.
At what time did you leave? Hold on. At what time did you leave? If it is anything past 4, it's the whole walk. I hope you know that, right?
Okay, well, it wasn't past 4. It was more.
Hey, Blanco, I'm streaming for Facebook, bro. So you do please though, no cursing at all. I'm streaming for Facebook.
Oh yeah. I got you. My bad. I got you. Yeah, I got it.
No, it wasn't, Ali. I left at about 2:00 in the morning. I was up out of there.
Man, what you mean?
Nothing happened. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. We doing bad. Manny's doing bad.
No, Blanco, no, that man is doing bad. Don't say we're doing bad, because let me tell you something.
Blanco won't let me ask the question. She's not gonna lie to me.
Blanco, if you in my vicinity, you getting.
I don't understand this, bro. Listen, I sleep butt ass naked at Rose. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get this work. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to get this work. Like, yo, I'm butt naked in my house all day long.
Rose, you gave him a church hug.
What do you consider a church hug?
No, what do you
with the booty out?
You told us what a church hug is.
I mean, he got a hug. Your hands can't go below the waistline.
So he didn't touch your booty?
Nah, he got a church hug, bro.
No.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, Rose just be capping for us, man. She be getting down with her dude, man.
That ain't true at all.
Well, man.
I actually believe that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Rose trying to sound too good to be true, bro. Like come on now, bro. Come on.
She holy, sanctified, fire baptized.
Filled with the Holy Ghost. Yes. Look, I control that. Y'all say women give access, right? So why?
Hey, who got that noise in the background? Like they playing a game or something.
It's like probably like an iPad. Somebody got a kid too. It was like an iPad for a kid.
Man, you right. Control the access, but man, you better have crack on the inside of this thing. It's holding out.
And only most guys understand this, bro. Let's be honest. Rose, you capping to us because most women, most queens. All right, I got to turn it down for Facebook. Let me get on my smart back.
I'm trying to get my Facebook following to come over to my YouTube.
Okay.
They'll strike you easy.
Most queens are the one that start hitting Negroes past 8:00. Talk about what you're doing. Why don't you come over and cuddle up with me? Why don't you come over and stay the night? Some of them tell you straight up, I'm horny. Okay, I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
OG sent Candace a message.
Candace, that's for you, girl.
Who's Candace?
Yes. You see the message?
What's happening? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep
the
OG said he's trying to be a sponsor.
That is not what it said.
What?
No, OG said, who was the young lady with the pretty lips? He was talking about you.
That ain't nobody said Candace though. Y'all all have nice lips.
He don't know your name, Candace.
Girl, he used to us. He ain't talking about us.
He talking about you.
Talking about us.
Girl, you got the biggest suit coolers on the panel.
That's why I made your picture big, because he was talking about you.
Why are you playing?
That's messy. I was wondering what's happening. I'm so look.
That's not messy, Candace.
Hey, what's that comment?
Look at the comment he just said.
What that comment say, Trey?
What's the comment said?
Go to OG comment, Trey. Nah, go up. Go up. Go up.
Candace, okay. Okay, hold on.
What's the comment? What happened? I missed it.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on. God dang.
It's okay. You don't even gotta do all it. It's all right.
It's all right. I represent for the OG conglomerate. It states Candace in all caps. You got the most pretty lips I ever seen in 25 years. Shout out to OG.
What is it? What?
It said that in the comment for real.
Shout out to there you go.
And he sent $5.
Hold on, he paid. Hold on, Candace. He paid to say that.
Say it one more time because he paid.
OG put the $5 in the super chat. He said, Candace, you got the most pretty lips I've seen in 25 years. That man paid to say that, Candace.
Shout out to OG.
You. Shout out to the dollars.
Yeah. It's going down. We starting early now.
That's crazy.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So we're gonna try out to Miss Wanda.
Put your hand over your mouth.
Could you shut up?
All right, real quick before we get into the topic, y'all. Hold on. We got ADU in a bit of support for the show. And if you just coming, hit the like button. Thank you, my brother. Always coming through And then we got the lovely Miss Wanda, one of my good friends, on the Trap Fitness with Pretty Girls program, even though Rose not. Okay, hold on, my bad. She said, now Rose said something last night. She said once men get the woo-woo, they stop doing things they used to do. So Rose holding out for that reason. Okay. Smart, Rose. Okay, you smart. Thank you, Miss Wanda, for the $5. And we gonna show this one more time for Miss Candace. Candace, you got the most pretty lips I've seen in 25 years. Ken, do you understand how pretty your lips have to be for a man to say that in 25 years? I know he done seen a lot of lips in 25 years, and he don't go below the waist.
And we are black, and you got the biggest lips on the panel.
He don't. That's what he said. He said he don't.
Nah, I don't do that either.
That's wild. He don't even do fellatio. He said it's disrespectful. That's crazy.
Oh, listen, we just warm. We warming up the chat with the live. We get warm, y'all. This is just a warm up, man. We doing layups right now. Just warming up. Oh, you don't do that, Mr. Africa?
Nah.
Okay.
That's why your beard ain't like it's supposed to be.
That's what everybody be saying.
That boy.
Yeah, but that's
I don't do that.
That boy. God dang, Samson.
Hey, it bleed for 5 to 7 billion a day, bro.
You know what?
That's doing too much, man. I'm with you, Mr.
Oh,
Africa,
you don't either,
right
Bronco?
Hey, man, when you blessed, you don't have to do all of that, brother. You don't have to do all of that, man. That's for that's for you Negroes that need to compliment.
Hey, Bronco, let me say something. Hey, Bronco, we can talk offline because if I go there, I'm going all the way there.
Hey, Trey, we got another comment.
That's not a factual statement, my brother.
Trey, we got another comment for $5.
That's not a factual statement. I got you, Samson, because I'm gonna put it like this. This ain't no cap, and I can put these people on the phone. I got Blanco. I got nominated to be in the industry, but I turned it down. Free game.
Hey, Trey.
Now, keyword.
I'm voted in for the Hall of Fame, brother. I'm a Hall of Fame.
No, you're not listening. They contacted me.
They called me.
Yeah, they called me. I didn't reach out to them. Understand that. The only reason I didn't move to California because of my grandparents. Because my grandparents were elderly, and then the other thing, I knew I was gonna have kids one day, and I didn't want my kids seeing that type of
respect.
So I turned it down.
Respect.
Yeah. If I would have been planning on having, because I didn't have kids at the time, so I was like, I want to have kids one day, and I don't want no kids, popping up. Hey, look at your daddy. No, I don't want that. It's cool. It ain't that crucial. Shout out to OG Speed again, Miss Candace. Don't have me to come up there and prove my love. God dang,
man.
Come up where? You ain't gotta do nothing. You don't gotta prove a thing.
Steph Curry with the sauce. I'm trying to
say. No, he's talking about coming on the panel. Like you said,
but he don't gotta do that.
Oh, Candace, you in a relationship? I'm just asking. I ain't trying to get in the business. It's just a question. Are you in a relationship?
No.
Okay. So, because what I don't want is people flirt with you in a relationship. That's all I'm saying.
But you don't gotta. I'm betrothed though.
What that mean?
You in an arranged marriage?
No, but I'm just like yeah.
Who you betrothed to? Yourself?
Yeah, to the Lord, to Jesus. Actually.
Okay. You say
amen. Hallelujah.
And filled with the Holy Ghost.
Marco goofy.
All right, here we go. Hey, Candace, real quick, Candace. Your mic messing up again, baby. So just unmute your mic when it's time to talk. Okay. All right,
no. Just get out and come back in because we're gonna continue doing it, baby.
Nah, it did
just click out and come back in.
She did it last time, Blanco, but we could try.
Yeah, it's usually fixing. I mean, how do I sound?
Hey, shout out to the urban specialist in the building. Shout out to my boy Robert, urban specialist. Man, look who done came up. Man, go on your trip, man.
You look pretty, Karen.
You probably be on a trip, Cam.
Your skin is glowing a little bit.
Look at my wife.
you,
Look
Rose.
at my wife. Ooh,
Hey, Blanco, you know,
exciting, boy.
Blanco, you
hey,
gonna have to type about
Karen, you know Blanco said he gonna shoot the club up. That's what he told me. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
hey, I can't wait.
It's not happening. What did you say yesterday, Blanco? A woman knows if she's never gonna give you none.
Oh,
A woman know what she gonna give you nothing. Hey, I like my chances. I like them when they talk dirty to me. Hey, you know how many? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Morris. Do you know how many girls say, "Papi, I'm gonna come over, but I don't think we're gonna have sex." Every man got that line, right? Am I right or wrong, fellas?
If she going over there, she already know y'all having sex. She just like to say that.
No,
hold on, Miss Morris. Hold on, Miss Morris, so you can understand where I'm going. Literally every single woman that told me that, they put a smile on my face because right then I knew they was going to give me that pussy. I'm like, oh, come over, baby. So it's all good. We want to just watch Netflix. Don't worry about it. Just come over. Like, nigga, I've been all of them over, bro. All of them, man. They got clapped. Okay. So when you tell me that, I like my chances, boo. I like it. I like it. Go ahead.
That wasn't your speaking point last night. Last night you was proving something to Rebecca, and you said, I don't remember what you said, but it made sense last night. You know what you was saying.
Don't worry about
Maybe
it.
you don't.
Yeah.
shout out.
I'm gonna whisper in your ear when you come over. Don't worry about it.
Shout
We'll
out
talk
to
about
my
it
boy
later.
T.O. in the building. What up, T.O.? What's good, fam? All right, man. Listen, Kim, what to do?
Hey.
Man, hey, listen, Kim. Listen, you know you my nemesis, right? You my worst enemy. Don't listen. We not fussing tonight, okay, Kim?
I got you.
Boy, I listen. Hey, y'all, me and this woman fuss all the time. Like we really argue. Cause you're a feminist, right, Kim?
No, I'm not. I'm a realist.
Oh, you call yourself a realist?
Yes.
Yeah,
we're gonna prove that tonight.
Yeah, hey, why so serious? Anything she say, just get on her top. You hear me? Watch. I'm gonna let you handle Kim tonight.
Oh, this Rose point too?
Nah, she worse than Rose. Rose ain't got. Yeah, Rose don't talk. She talk.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Rose, but hey, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing this evening?
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Hey,
Kim, why you not on camera either?
Listen, I just got through picking up kids from basketball games and stuff.
Okay, I'll let you slide tonight.
Yeah.
Since I know you in real life, I'll let you slide since you're my real friend. All right, so listen, tonight's conversation is situationship or trauma bond. All right. So are we dating or we just sharing trauma? Somebody let me know. The climate in the culture right now, are we dating or we just sharing trauma?
What is trauma bond?
Come on, Karen, go ahead.
Hey, what exactly is trauma bond?
Karen, can you hear?
I ain't never heard it.
I'm sorry. I'm talking in the chat. Come back to me. Sorry. I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Okay, can anybody give the definition of what trauma bonding is or what they think that it is?
So trauma bonding is when two people form an unhealthy relationship based off of negative experiences that they both share. So that trauma bonding does not have to be male and female. It could be, even in friendships, platonic friendships, people can form trauma bonds based off of mutual past negative experiences. The thing about a trauma bond is that it's unhealthy. So this person may not be your friend otherwise if it wasn't for this particular trauma bond, or you guys are doing things that are unhealthy to try to, mitigate the trauma that you have. So that's what a trauma bond is.
Okay, so with situationships, are situationships dominating the culture when it comes to dating, in the dating aspect?
I would say yeah.
Okay, anybody else?
So situationships?
Situationships are, well, a situationship is just kind of like an undefined romantic sexual connection. One person may want the other person, the other one might be stringing them along. Neither one of them could want anything. So it's not like a committed relationship. And I think somebody say something?
No, keep going.
Okay, I think situationships are dominating right now, but every situationship is not a trauma bond.
Okay.
So it can be different because some people might just not want a relationship, but they're not trauma bonding.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody like applying to college, getting into college. Graduating college is the commitment, but your degree and your major is undeclared. Because it's like you haven't defined what it is that you want to do yet. You know you in college. You know what you're trying to do. You got goals, but you haven't necessarily defined it yet. You're trying to figure that out. So you're just navigating, and while you're navigating, hence the situation. Shit, no title. No title.
So I thought a situationship was like, is that not something that's established from the beginning or agreed upon, or do people just fall into that?
Most people fall into that.
Honestly, it can be both. Some people go into it saying like, "Oh, I don't want nothing serious," and then sometimes people think they're dating someone, and the other person, like, if you talk to that person, they're like, "Oh no, I'm never getting her. We just, we kicking it." So like,
most people fall into that.
It can be either way. Some people go into it knowing, but a lot of times people don't know.
So I don't think situationships, like the question is a situationship or a trauma bond. To me, they're very similar. They're both unhealthy relationships because in a situationship, from my understanding, for the most part, like the gentleman, and I don't have my glasses on, so I'm gonna miss your name with the beard, but I can't see the small print of your name. But you were saying that it's kind of like undefined, right? So we just doing our thing, and we're probably having sex, not being committed, where we might be married to other people or one party's married to somebody and we're, engaged in activities or whatever. All of that's unhealthy. So it all boils down to both of those types of situations or relationship types are unhealthy. I don't know too many healthy situationships by nature.
So do you think that it could be healthy if two parties go into it already knowing the expectations?
Like I think that means y'all are both knowledgeable of the unhealthiness of the relationship, but that doesn't eliminate it being unhealthy. It just means that two people have agreed to do some unhealthy stuff together. That's it.
Why is it deemed unhappy when if we're both of our standards are whatever not goes, but whatever we want, our wants, our expectations and demands align with one another? How is that unhealthy?
So if you're married or another part of that party is married or with someone else and someone is dealing with that person, that's already by nature unhealthy. Someone is being harmed in that, right? That's not two individuals. Now, if two individuals and that's it, and there's no body in the wings, no marriage, no nothing else going on, and they both want to contribute to an unhealthy relationship with one another, then that's fine. But two people agreeing to something does not stop that activity from being unhealthy.
So what about two single people, Kim?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
What about two single people?
It's the same. Two single people can't harm one another.
No. So Kim, no. So what Rose is saying, let's say so let's say me, Candace. Can I use you for an example? Do you mind? I'm saying not I use Jay. I know Jay ain't tripping. All right, so let's say me and Candace are dating, right? She's single, I'm single. I like her, she likes me, but we don't want a relationship at that time. But we built a friendship over time, let's say 2 years, hypothetically, right? So she knows I'm a stand-up guy. She know I'm not out in these streets. But right now, I just don't want to be with nobody because I broke up with somebody and I'm just going through something. I'm like Wolf Stacks, I'm healing, right? And so me and her hook up and we have an understanding, nobody, no expectation. And we just, we get it in to release some stress every now and then. Even though it's a situationship, the lines are not blurred. We have a true understanding. We're both consenting adults and we're safe. How is that problematic or toxic on any level? Please explain.
So again, I think it's going to boil down in that question to someone's own personal standards. So if you're okay as a man or a woman sleeping with someone and y'all want to do that long term and there's no sort of commitment associated with it, perfectly fine. However, that does not mean that it is still not unhealthy. It does not mean that someone in that relationship is not being affected in some sort of way. I don't think that that's the type of relationship that is healthy. And for my profession, normally someone's feelings are going to get caught up in that type of situation. It's normally not just two people having sex over a long period of time and we're not going to have any feelings. That's just not what on average happens.
I got a question, because I always thought situationship was, let's say I'm talking to a girl, she want to be with me, but I don't want to be with her, so she's in limbo. I always thought
an aspect of it, that's an aspect as well. That's a situationship as well. So it's different levels to a situationship for sure. It's not just even like somebody that's single and married dealing with somebody married. That could be a situationship as well.
Nah, I always thought it's just one party don't want a relationship, the other party do.
So it's based on the situation. That's the thing. It's a situationship.
Right, because you have
so there's different types of situationships. Like it could be two single people who just don't want a relationship. It could be somebody's married and dealing with somebody. Like their situationships are not defined. They're like an undefined connection, romantic, sexual, whatever connection.
Let me ask you this: well, which party on which gender gets put into a situationship more? Does a man get put in a situationship more, or does a woman?
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Urban. I'm just talking to one of my partners in the chat. Hey, Urban, do you want to pull up? Let me know. I'm gonna send you the StreamYard link to your phone. But go ahead.
I think more women actually get put into situationships where they want the relationship, so they're doing everything as if they're in a relationship, while he already knows he's never going to be in a relationship with her. Yeah, like he knows. So she's auditioning for a position that's not even available.
I be telling folks
so who doesn't think that's unhealthy for that woman? If that is the case, even if she knowingly understands that this man does not like her like that, but she's still auditioning and she continues to audition, she continues to be rejected, she continues to lay on her back and have sex with this man with the hopes that one day he'll like her.
Kim, no. You projecting right now, Kim. Come on now.
I'm not projecting.
You create your own situation to be right.
She just gave that situation. I didn't create that.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't listening.
Who gave that situation?
Thank you. She just gave that situation.
She did.
Who did? Karen?
The young lady who was just.
I gave several situations, yes.
No, because I said.
Why you get that old lame example? But
no, because
I gave several. You wasn't listening, so don't talk about my lame example when you ain't even hear it.
Thank you.
Because I asked her, Trey.
Hey,
I was
come get this woman.
Yeah, because Trey, I had asked which gender ends up in a situationship more, the man or the woman? And I tell people all the time, in my opinion, the situationship doesn't start until the woman wants more than what the man does. Because if a man is getting sex from a woman and she don't want to be with him, he winning. I don't care what nobody say. He's still winning.
Nah, some of these guys, that's not enough.
I agree. But once they sit down and think about it, if you look at it logically,
no.
Listen, I'm talking from screw they feelings. I'm talking from a logical standpoint. If I'm getting sex from a woman, let's say I want to be with her, she don't want to be with me, I'm still winning.
Right.
But
he's right.
But it's
he's right. But the thing is, most relationships start from a situationship. That's just the normal progression of things. For the most, is it 100%? No. But think about it. I want everybody to think about it. All your boyfriends. Y'all didn't start as a boyfriend, girlfriend when you started smashing this guy. Y'all started from a situationship. Then y'all started asking, huh?
In our teens, maybe, but as adults.
Nah, I'm talking
here we go with the age thing. Here we go with this age thing. It doesn't matter about the age. The point I'm trying to illustrate is most relationships started from a situationship. You met a guy, you like him.
Marco, let's just do this. Candace, have you ever been in a situationship?
Yeah, how's my audio?
Everybody has.
You said yes?
Yes, I have.
Okay, Kim. Well, not you, Kim. I know you ain't been in there. You holy sanctified. I forgot. Karen, you?
No.
You know what? I can almost believe you, Karen, about that big, about that much. Jay, you?
Yeah.
Blanco, you?
I love situationship. I love them.
I love them too, man. They benefit me.
I should have known.
That's the best position for a man. Hey, that's the best position for a man to be at.
He been trying to make a situationship over here.
Oh, well, I'm gonna accomplish my goals, man. Don't worry about it.
Don't let him do it, Carrie.
That's
You don't have to worry, Rose.
As toxic as Everclear.
Who toxic? Blanco?
Oh, okay. So an honest man is toxic.
Yeah, I'm toxic. I agree with you, baby.
So an honest man is toxic. I never understood if a man is being honest with you. I'm saying if a man is honest with you, letting you know this is what it's gonna be, and I'm not gonna change. He toxic if the woman accept it.
It depends on when the honesty.
Yeah, go ahead, Rose.
It depends on when the honesty comes about. Are you honest?
I'm talking about since day one. Since day one. If a man, I'm talking about a real stand-up, honest man. I ain't talking about a dude that wait till you fall in love, to be honest. I'm talking about a dude since day one. This is my life.
Since day one, like Trey right now, he gonna tell any woman what's going on. I don't consider him toxic because he let them know what's going on.
That's what I do.
And they decide to deal with it. Now, if
you don't think Blanco like that?
No, I do not believe Blanco is like that.
You don't think Blanco?
Hold on, hold on. Rose, let's put $500. I can prove you. Hey, listen, I can prove you wrong right now, but I don't want to do it for free. Matter of fact, forget 500. Let's do 100.
I think Blanco tell people up front. He seemed like he don't have time to waste, so he want them to be with the program.
I think Blanco one of the ones for sure. Hand up.
Yeah, I think so too.
I got videos. I just was gonna send the video to this nigga Trey so he can play it. Girl asking me, who you mess? I saw you with that pretty light-skinned girl out. Are you piping her? And I was, yes. Guess what happened 30 minutes later?
You were piping her.
Guess what happened? Exactly, man. Hey, I keep it real, baby. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, baby. I'm in my 30s. I got 20 years career, baby, like LeBron. I'm LeBron up in this bitch.
That's crazy.
Hey, why so serious?
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick, y'all. Why so serious? You been in a situation?
Yeah, I like him. Benefit me.
Okay, Rose, we know you sanctified like him.
You been one? I already told y'all. Yeah, it happened to me once. Yep.
Okay. Thank y'all. So, all right, hold on, Samson, you. I don't even want to talk about me. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we gonna skip right over that 1.
6.
You don't want that.
Hold on, look. Right now, situationship experience is 7-2.
I wish Wolf was there.
But that's not what he said.
So I was right.
He said relationships start off as situationships. Yeah, that's not true.
What he mean by that is most people are not meeting each other, talking, then establishing a relationship before sex.
Bingo.
Okay, basically, question.
What I'm trying to say. Hold on, Mark.
Wait. No. Who has moved from a situationship into a relationship?
I have.
I raised my hand.
Okay, so that's 3.
I told you.
I don't know if Samson watching like a new series or something, or if he voting or not.
Boy, she played too much.
I told you.
The point.
That's only 3.
No, but the point that I'm trying to illustrate, my dear, is very simple, right? Most people, they meet each other, they hang out with each other, they start humping, right? Before ain't no relationship going on, they start humping, right? And somebody, depending on the humping, if it was good, 90 days later, like clockwork, a woman gonna start bothering the man. What are we? That's indirectly asking the man, nigga, I want you to wife me up. That's exactly what it is. But she don't got the balls to say it, right? And then a real player is gonna tell her, hey, you are you and me is me. So she's gonna come back again a month later or 2 months later. Hey, hold on. She's gonna mysteriously make you meet her mama or her daddy something. She's gonna invite you to her house and mysteriously her mama is there, right? So now she's gonna put more pressure on you And she was like, I don't introduce nobody to my mom and my daddy. So you got to wipe me up at this point. I'm like, damn. You see what I'm saying? But the point, hold on, baby. The point is that from a lot of situationship, the relationship come because most people is doing it backwards. They start with the sexing part. The woman usually gonna get hooked. Then she's gonna start asking the guy, what are we? And then to the man, like, man, I might as well wife you up. You kind of pretty. Your pum pum is kind of good. You kind of shut up a little bit. Because in the beginning, that's when you get the best woman. Okay? In the beginning. Once the nigga wife you up, just start farting in front of the man. Just start looking ugly. Yeah, just start doing a bunch of wild shit in front of the man that is very unattractive. Yes.
That's crazy. So do you think men do that at all? They ask the what are we
think
question?
farting is disgusting in 2026?
I mean, I don't think men do
I'm
it.
being
But
sarcastic, baby.
What?
I don't know.
You don't think men do that? You don't think men hit women?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they do, but
hold on, y'all.
Yes,
Hold on,
yes.
because y'all got me confused. We got to talk one at a time because I'm lost now. What you say, Ro?
So I was asking, do you think men hit women with the "what are we" question before a woman does?
Yes.
Sometimes?
yeah, of course.
Who you think do it? Who
Nothing-
you think do it the most?
Women.
I think women too.
Women.
Just because men do it to you,
It's
don't
not
mean
even
that they're not doing
close.
it to, just because they do it to you, bro, don't mean nothing.
I think Why So said, if he hitting it, even if they not anything, he still feel like it's a win. So most men aren't gonna say like, "What are we?" Because they don't care what y'all are. Because if he's not in a committed relationship, then he can be hitting you, hitting your cousin on the other side of town, hitting another girl. Like so,
And I ain't
most
even
men aren't gonna be like, "What are we?"
And I ain't even gotta be doing all that. I'm getting sex with peace at the same time because I ain't gotta deal with daddy issues, period. Blood. I ain't gotta deal with none of that stuff that your boyfriend gonna deal with.
So let me
okay.
ask you a question. Why do men still act territorial? Like they will fall out and faint if they find out this one.
Men are
Hold on,
territorial.
because hold on, most of them men are raised by their mama.
Here we go with that.
But I will say men are territorial anyway.
No, I'm not territorial at all.
I mean, I'm saying some men.
Only time I'm territorial is that any disrespect come my way. Outside of that, I'm not protecting her. What I'm protecting her for?
You talking about
If she gonna listen, if she
got
gonna go, she gonna go. What I look like a goofy?
They're gonna be
trying to stop a crowd from leaving it that wanna go. Man, you out your rabbit mouth.
I think men do that. I think men act like that to play on y'all emotions to make y'all stay, but not deep down.
They threaten to harm themselves to play on our
emotions. I don't know why.
Goofies. They don't have no.
Hey, the ones that threaten to harm themselves have a lot more issues than being territorial.
Yeah, it's only the hypersexual males that do that.
You said hypersexual?
Sensual males that do that.
Sensual. Okay.
That's not normal behavior.
Raised by their mamas.
It's not.
They're only going to be territorial because they see
only real relationships that didn't start with us.
Hold on, Samson was talking. Samson was talking, Wasso.
Oh, he was. My bad.
Yeah, you cut him off.
No, you go ahead. I forgot. Go ahead.
He watching something anyway. Samson, what you watching?
You
watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
It ain't got no pause button.
I try, bro. Every time I try to everybody be talking, I ain't about to.
What you watching though, Samson? What you watching?
I'll tell you in a minute.
You watching what Stacks be watching every night?
Right. What's going
on? All right.
Yo.
All right.
We just want to know, yes or no.
First of all, Karen, we're not gonna talk about that meeting that you had with that horse. I know them sheets ain't done on that hotel.
Listen, I posted the picture of the horse too.
I'm off you. And Rose, the answer to your question about territorial, I'm gonna answer your question about territorial. The reason they territorial over you because they don't want to see their money go dancing around with another nigga.
Facts. I agree with that.
They money.
Leave Rose alone. She got a man now.
Man, he still ain't had sex with her though.
That was a shot.
So it's his money.
You
so
ain't seen Rose alone. Don't let Rose be sitting up here lying.
Hey,
I can tell when somebody got some.
Why so? He don't want to see his investment frolicking with the
of course. Right? That's why I said I want my investment
territorial. Karen, leave me alone.
All right, real quick. Let's get to more questions real quick. So is modern dating confusing, or are people just avoiding responsibility? Urban, I want you to tackle that one.
I'll repeat it again, bro.
Is modern dating confusing, or are people just avoiding responsibility?
Sure, it's both.
Okay,
it could be confusion. It could be confusion, right? Depending on the expectations of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And so it can also be both too, that's depending on the people, depending on how they are.
True, 100%. Okay, I'm rocking with that. Kim.
Yes.
Is modern dating confusing, or are people just avoiding responsibility?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think there are a lot of opinions that are out here on dating, and it does make it confusing. I think people overthink relationships, and everyone has an opinion. And so whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, what we're talking about this evening, everyone has opinions, and I think people overthink and don't want to misstep and are confused about how to move or not move in dating because of all these conversations that are being had too. And of course, people like to avoid responsibility. So it's a combination of both.
But when we're talking about being in a relationship and really finding something substantial, isn't it wise to be cautious before really I remember me and Rose had a conversation, and we were just talking about how because she's a mother and she has a daughter, she has to be very careful about who she allows into a personal space in her life, right? So, and I know Karen has a daughter as well. So, and I know a lot of men might meet a woman of Karen and Rose stature and think that, hey, it's okay to just, 3 months in, boom, hey, I'm at your crib, you at my crib. Now, me as a man, just being honest, I don't think that's a wise decision, especially if you have daughters. You have to make sure you properly vet an individual, right? So it's not that they're trying to avoid the relationship. They just understand that, hey, I don't want to waste 2 and 3 years on something and it don't work, especially the older you get, right? The older you get, people start putting expectations on you because of, based on how they feel, right? So I get it. So I don't feel like everybody's avoiding responsibility, especially the older you get. I think they're just trying to be careful about who they leaving around their personal space because they're like, listen, I don't want to date somebody for 3-4 years and try to be intentional and it don't work out. Right now, does it take a level of faith? Yeah, you got to walk on the water a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out the boat. But if you're gonna get out the boat, the whole key is keep your eyes on the man with the plan, right? And we know hypothetically inside of that particular parable, it was Jesus. But in real life, you have to pay attention to red flags. You have to pay attention to attributes. You have to pay attention to how that person responds when they're upset, when they're mad, how they respond to their family members. Have conversation with their family members about him. Hey, how is he really here? Because a lot of people show their representative so good. I know I was a mastermind at that, showing my representative. I would lie. Do you hear me? I would not tell you the truth. Tell you the truth for what? You don't deserve the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So I think a lot of women, let me say women. Now, when it comes to men, I can honestly say, and I don't know how the men feel, I would say it's more of the men avoiding responsibility, right? But I can understand the men's side as well because a lot of women play games, and then a lot of us we become a calorie adder. All we doing is taking you out to eat to add to your calorie count. You know what I'm saying?
So I think in a relationship you got to take risk with wisdom, right? So the example you used about women and their children, like clearly you want to use wisdom when you have children. You want to make sure that you aren't bringing various people in and out, and who you do bring is a stable-minded person. And that doesn't happen overnight. That takes time. At some point, you do have to introduce someone to your children. I don't know what that time frame would be. I think that's personal to each person. Yeah. But at some point, if you want to settle down with a specific person or you are getting serious with that person, you do have to see how they interact with your children, right? Because it's just not going to be about just you and them in a relationship. The children will be involved. So you have to take risk while using wisdom. And that's just, it's okay to be cautious. I think everybody should be, males and females. You got to use common sense. But you have to be willing to risk something, because a relationship, people gonna people. So you got to be willing to understand that you could get hurt. You might make a mistake. This person could wind up being a poor choice, but despite all the precautions that you took. And that's just unfortunately a part of life. And there's nothing that you can do to not open yourself up for the risk, except to not be in a relationship. And if that's what you choose, that's fine too. You just got to decide what you want to do.
Anybody want to add on to that?
Hey Trey, my pushback on that vetting is that I believe a lot of people don't even know the process of how to vet each other out.
Yeah.
We believe vetting each other out is asking each other our favorite color when we meet them, or asking them about, your income, or, different things like that. That's not vetting. You're just trying to figure out if that person is compatible with you in that moment. But even when you do things like that, that's when you end up into these situationships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think modern dating is confusing at all. I think what's happening more so is people are avoiding the responsibility of it. Like, people want the benefits of that relationship without any obligations that come with it. So, if they want to keep their options open, so they say, oh, it's complicated, when really it's not. They don't want accountability. So, those who are actually intentionally dating, not those who say it, but those whose actions actually align with intentional dating, I don't believe they would say is as confusing as someone who doesn't even know what they want.
But I don't agree with that, Karen, because I think it can very well be confusing, right? Because nowadays you got some people believe in gender roles, others don't. You got some women that think their role is the man role, and some men, like, they believe that their role is, somewhat of a woman's role. Everybody don't know their place. And when you don't know your place, you don't necessarily know your title. So then you don't know the description of what you need to do. So then things become confusing.
So I think I understand what you're saying, but wait, you don't hear me talking? I understand what you're saying, but I think sometimes people trying to force something that's not aligned. So, like, if what you see as gender role, okay, you believe in traditional gender roles, and this man is into modern dating and he want to be the stay-at-home husband. Like, it's not confusing. Y'all just not aligned. Like, you need to go on your way and find somebody who's aligned with what you are aligned with. And I think too many people are trying to force people to change and be something they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's what corrects situationships, because you're trying to recalibrate that person to be how the way you want them to be. Mm-hmm. Like, say, for example, good aware that this dude is Pookie. I know Blacko have pushback on the Pookie thing, but normally when you deal with like a Pookie or a Ray Ray or them type of archetype of men, right? What women typically do is they're like, since I have this certain type of character, since I have this certain type of religion or spirituality, I could change that dude. I can make him be the way how I want him to be. But the crazy part about it is that he'll temporarily do that just for the benefit. But later on down the line, he'll revert back to how the way he is. Mm-hmm. That it becomes a situationship.
The thing is, it's not confusing. The problem with the relationship thing is that they don't want to stick it out to see it through. As soon as they see something wrong with the man or the woman, they're ready to bounce. That's what it is. And do it over again, and do it all over and over and over and over. That's how women end up accumulating high body count. That's how you end up getting smashed by 10 guys before you even 25. Because you continue doing the same process. That's just what it is, right? Instead, everything would be a whole lot easier if you are willing to stick it out with that one guy. Oh, maybe he messed up one time. Why don't you stick it out with the guy? Because according to the queens, right? They call us dolls, right? We are dolls, right? According to them, right? Guess what? Dolls are the most loyal animal in the animal kingdom. Okay. Men tend to be, y'all can disagree if you want to. Men is way more loyal than anything else. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I know y'all want to disagree with me or whatever, but that's what it is. If you stick it out with that one guy, like your grandmama did, right? Y'all like to compare yourself to your grandma, but y'all nowhere near the high quality of women that that grandma was. That's the facts. Grandma stuck it out with grandpa, right?
Stuck what out? What are you talking about? Stick what out? What's your
grandma was there? Okay, grandma was there when grandpa didn't have nothing. Okay, and according to y'all say that grandpa had another family in the other side of town. That's the story y'all love to tell. That y'all have to say, right? Right? Guess what? Grandma stayed.
Because it was true.
Okay, but in today's modern world dating, what do we need to stick out with the man to? What does that mean?
Okay. Once you start opening your lips to that whatever man you love and admire or whatever, you should stick it out with that guy for the longest. Now, take it away from physical abuse. If that nigga whooping your ass, you got to get out of there, right? Anything else after that, you got to stick it out with him.
So if he's telling me he's something and then I find out later that he's not, I wouldn't say I'm acting surprised. I would say that I'm going to hold you accountable because you led me to believe you were a certain type of man. So are you saying I need to stick that out or do I need to get up out of there?
Give me a better example when you say he tell you something, he happened to be something else. That sounds too crazy.
He told her that he was 6 and he wasn't 6.
Yeah, you see, I never did online dating, so I don't know how. That sounds more like online dating. I never did online dating.
No, I'm saying he could claim to be this man that's top tier in all his characteristics. He's just so sweet. Every door open, he's spontaneous. He takes me out where we listen to each other, we communicate well. And then when I give him some, from there, boom, it all goes downhill. He's just the worst man that I ever met in my life. But are you telling me to stick that out?
That's kind of like rare because usually most guys, I don't see most guys doing that, but let's just assume they did, right? You got to look yourself in the mirror. What did you do? How this man went from opening doors, taking you out for all of this?
That's not what I asked you because now we're playing blame. That has nothing to do with the woman. That has everything to do with the man. So I'm asking you, if he's somebody else down the line, his actions are not aligning with what he verbally told me who he was, what should I do? Because it does happen and it's not rare.
I thought
because you already know people will introduce you to their representative, and then you get to meet, depending on how long they can play that game, then you will meet the real person.
Well, you say that you are inspirational. I heard you talk before, right? And you say this, you're inspirational, your vibe, your energy. What did you do to that man to go a completely 180-degree change? What did you do to him?
No, I'm not saying me personally. What I'm saying in general, because it does happen, and it happens on the woman end as well. I'm not playing the sex game. So my question to you is, because you said stick it out, I'm asking you, what does stick it out mean? Because we're not talking about dating back in the day when grandma found out at the funeral that her husband had 3 families over in another city.
Y'all always want to go to that.
But look, it's what I said the other day, Rose. If you got a man and you got 10 check boxes and he check off 9, but the only one he don't check off is cheating every now and then, or you call him cheat one time, you might as well stick it out with him because you're gonna get with another man that can't do half of what he do, and he probably still gonna cheat. Because of the way hookup culture is. It's so easy women are way more accessible than they were 50 years ago, 40 years ago. So at the end of the day, like, y'all really competing with y'allself at that point. So that's why we bring it back to, like, I'm not saying that it's a blind game because I kind of agree with Poppy. For a man to do a 180 change like that, I always ask the woman, what did you do or didn't do to make him change like that? Because men are simple. Now, in some cases, the man, it's just that he was just playing game. He was just playing a Nintendo Wii on you at the whole time. But in most, I do agree that in most cases, a man will flip flop like that because of the woman. I'm not saying in all cases. I'm just saying a man will do a flip flop because I told you the minute a man has sex, that's when the honeymoon phase snaps out for us.
So when people, so say for instance, because you got people that have been high school sweethearts, eventually they get married, they grow older together, and sometimes they just grow apart. Do you think him growing and being a different type of man versus in his 19s or versus the 30s, do you think that's the woman's fault, or do you think?
No, I think that's the culture. I think that's societal standards. I also think that's his friends and who her friends is. Because at the end of the day, back then, I always like to use Big Money. She met him when she was 16, 17. He died at 79. She died at 89.
Mm-hmm.
But the culture back then was different. Black families stayed together. We had a community. The black dollar circulated within the black community. We also had a village. We don't have that now. So it's a lot of things that can play on it that'll make a man change. Like I had a cousin who got engaged to his ex-fiance at 19, got her pregnant with twins. I told him, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do. You was gonna ruin this woman, or you're gonna have to cut your friends off. He was like, what you mean? I was like, you not associating yourself with men who are marriage minded. You associating yourself with men who constantly keep telling, bro, every time we go out, you bring sand to the beach. We trying to get on these H's. You want to bring your woman. So what you think happened to him?
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Russ, I got somebody else coming in, bro. So I'm gonna have to take you out the studio because I'm waiting on somebody else that was already up here. They had got StreamYard had kicked them out. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it for understanding, but I'm saving this last spot for somebody else.
So what you think happened, Rose, and all the other ladies, if society is convoluting itself? So what you think he did? He got another girl pregnant while he was engaged. So, like I'm saying, everything plays a part in it. That's why you got to surround yourself with like-minded people like you. You also got to have your family. I don't see why people choose their significant other over their family. I never understand it. But it's a lot of things that play into it.
Wait, you say you don't understand why people choose their significant other over their family?
Never.
Are you talking about marriage or just in a relationship?
I already told y'all how I vet women. My family vet them out. The only reason Kiki got a pan because she stood up to my mama in the right way. She was honest with her. Most women didn't make it through the cut. The minute my mama tell you in your face or just speaking Arabic, get this H out my house, I'm not talking to you no more.
Wait a minute, what? Wait, whoa, that's crazy. If I'm your wife and you don't stand up,
but look, you got hold on. It's different. You got to get past the courting stage to be my wife. I told you when I get to liking you, then you meet my mom. We're not in a relationship at that point.
I feel like when they get to that point, if that's the case, then you're part of the problem because there's no way I'm gonna feel like I'm competing with your mama, your sister, your auntie. I'm not competing with nobody in your life. So you're not
competing with my mama and them. You're competing with my culture. You're not competing. You're not.
Hold on, y'all. He said, hold on. Why so serious? Said something very important. Y'all skimming over that.
No, I want to piggyback off of that. So I actually feel the same way. So, I mean, I'll get into a relationship with someone before they meet my family. But once they meet my family, if my family don't approve, they out of there. And I don't care. Like none of that matters. Like my family has to have an approval or we're not doing it.
If my mama don't call you Jatine in French, that's love. Me or more, none of that. Because my mama speak French, Fulani, Arabic, Olaf. In English. If she don't call you nothing of that sort, I'm not rocking with you no more. And it ain't just my mama, it's my whole family, my aunties, my cousins, my dad's side of the family. They gonna all vet you. So my thing is, it's a lot of things that play a part in it, like the fact that people choose their significant other, not a married person, that's different, but they'll choose somebody they just having sex with over their family, have a baby with this person, and then it's like your significant other don't like your mama or your daddy, and y'all know how women are. If they don't like me, if the woman don't like the other people, she's not gonna want her kids around them. It don't matter if it's your mama or not. There's too much. The man got to walk around on eggshells. So I just eliminated all the way. If my mama don't like you, it's a wrap.
Is this a community project or a relationship? I'm confused.
But family is community though, because my side of the family and your side.
There
of the
you go.
To help you out.
Hey, Rose, he said,
and that's how it's supposed to be
adopted amongst American people. I'm gonna keep it real, but go ahead.
We live in individualism back home,
and that's how it's supposed to be, Rose. It's supposed to be your family supposed to become mingling with my family because you're supposed to become one. That's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be, right? When you have your kids, guess who's supposed to watch your kids? My aunties. You see what I'm saying? It has to be a collective effort between the two families that come together. That's the whole point of the whole wedding thing. That's the whole meaning thing.
Well, I understand if my family don't like somebody for a legit reason, right? They see something that I don't see is detrimental to my health. Like he could possibly be thinking of like harming me. He just ain't gonna treat me right. I can get that, but just because it's a Tuesday and be like, oh, I don't like him, like why?
But
if it's for no reason, then I don't understand that. And what I think is my family don't have to like you; they just have to respect you.
But
your daddy does have to like him. Your daddy is supposed to pick that man for you. That's how it's supposed to be.
But let me give you an example of how it is for me. Let's say your family is like my family. You bring this dude home. It's a big old get together cooking type thing. That means that this dude who's not used to Arabic food has to try it. He also has to do certain things. Like he has to become part. If the men are outside, he got to go out there and actually mingle with the men, not be up under the women, because that's a red flag. If your man don't want to be around the men in your family, that's a problem. Also, the women gonna vet him. They gonna ask them what's your
going to the kitchen and talk. You gotta say it correctly. You gotta go into the kitchen and talk.
Can you take the trash out? Can you have hang this TV? Can you go back there with my nieces and nephews and see how it's a family thing? It ain't just my mama. Them, it's everybody vetting.
Hey, watch this real quick. And I know Urban was trying to get in there, y'all.
My bad.
Think about this, right? Why so serious is his people from Sudan, Blanco people from Colombia, and both of these men are talking about culture and family. And we, United States of America Negroes, we selfish as hell. We're not thinking about community. That's our problem. But I just had to say that. Go ahead, Urban.
My bad, Herb.
Oh, no, you good. Now, since I know that they coming from a different culture, I can understand where they're coming from.
Oh, somebody, Mike. Who Mike is that?
Oh, but anyway, since I know where they come from, I understand it. But however, in America, right, I believe in this. I believe in the Bible. The Bible say that the man's supposed to leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, period. You know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean that you should totally separate from your family. That means that whatever is happening between your husband and your wife, it should stay between your husband and your wife. The reason why is because even family could sabotage a great relationship in a great marriage due to jealousy, due to insecurities, due to, well, my daughter found a husband while my husband is full of crap. Different situation. The sister could be wanting to holler at the husband, you know, different situation like that. So that's why I believe that you're supposed to be cleaving to your wife. Now, if you want to have, you know, the family gatherings and different things like that, how the way it's supposed to be, there's nothing wrong with that. But your family shouldn't be in your business, period, in your marriage, because they are going to sabotage it.
I agree. I absolutely agree, because
I disagree.
Things where if you do tell your family your business, you and your spouse will be done moved on from it. Y'all forgiving each other, and you got your family that's still holding on to it. And then when you come around, now they're opening up healed wounds and ruining your marriage. So that's why I think I can agree with Blanco to a certain extent. Like if you have a legit reason why he's not good enough for me, I'll definitely listen. I'm all ears to that. Yeah. But if, like I said, like you said, you have to watch for that jealousy, because a lot of people don't even want to see you with anybody or see you happy, and it be the ones that's very close to you. Especially if you're doing way better in your relationship than they're doing.
Yeah, I disagree, because I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because when the man and the guy get together, right, it's two families coming together, right? That's what that means, right? And that way, doing it that way, that means that man owns it to the father of the daughter. He gotta respond to that man for that girl. You see what I'm saying? When you do that shit on your own, guess what? Now niggas wanna play with you all day long. That's just how it is. It's a whole lot different when your family is included, not in every decision, of course. I'm not saying that, but your family has to be included in a lot of the decisions that the two people make. Okay, You got to. They are older than you. That's the reason you call on your elders. They've been there, done that. When I had my firstborn, you know how I used to call all the time? My mom and my grandma. You know, like in the house. Hold on. In the hospital, they tell you that you put the baby to sleep on their back. My grandma almost cut my head off. Don't put my grandkid like that. You put that kid sleeping on their belly. You see what I'm saying? You got to call them for guidance. Yes.
But, okay, so in your family, out of all the women, how many are actually married and in a healthy marriage?
Most of them. I would say 70, 80% of them.
So your family is in that like 10 percentile. Over here, the average woman in an average family ain't married, or they've been there, done that, or they're single. You got that auntie that ain't brought nobody around the family in 10 plus years. I'm sorry. Those group of women are not telling me who's for me and who's not, because you're only going to lead me to where
all my aunties are married. They all.
Hold on. But then why do women that's in America bash the women who give them advice that come from a culture where every woman is married, or by the time they get married, they virgins?
All my aunties are married. They all.
Come on, man. What I'm saying is,
why all my aunties they married? Why do the
women in the West bash the women who come from a culture where it might have been arranged, or like I said, the women are virgins up until they married, and all the other women are married. Like the women in the West are bash them type of women while going to get advice from women who can't get a man to jump off the porch with them.
I agree, and they shouldn't. They should not. Those should be the ones that they're listening to. But I'm saying that's not that don't happen too much from my experience, for what I've seen. And I've been around different families. The average woman in a family is not married or has been divorced.
Multiple
times.
So
you can't lead me to somewhere that you've never been, or you're not. I feel like that's worse than the guys in the gym. When I go to the gym, they be trying to tell me how to use certain machines, and I'm looking at you like, but you ain't where I'm trying to go. So how you trying to assist me?
But let me ask you this: if I was a crackhead and I was telling kids not to do crack, should the kids listen to me?
That's different.
What I'm saying is, it's some people that's in your family that may not be married, that may be divorced, that may not be able to consider to keep a man, but they can give you some type of insight on something when it comes to relationships.
And they probably can, but what I'm saying is they can have their input. It's just I feel like
you care about the message. You care about the messenger. You don't care about the message, dude.
No,
you care about who telling
it
to you, not what they're saying.
I care about both, because I think there are some single people that could give you a piece of advice that's very valuable to the success of your relationship. What I'm saying is I'm not putting those type of people in a situation where they're making the executive decision of that relationship.
So for me, I don't think like my family makes that executive decision. But I think you have to use discernment and determine, like, do my family really have my best interest at hand? Because everybody's family is different. And some people, you can't take advice from you. Some people know, like, there's no way I'm having my family tell me anything about anything. So, like, you have to use discernment on, like, do they really have your best interest? Like, are these people who want to see me succeed? Not like you have to remove those people who may not want to see you do well, may be bitter about men. Like, you have to remove those people from the equation. So I don't think they're referring to those type of people when they say, oh, they're letting their family evaluate them. Like, they're having people usually evaluate them who really is judging this person in fairness and not like bias or like, oh, I ain't got a man, I don't want her to have a man either.
Is that the case? Why so?
Because at the end of the day, my mom want me to marry a Muslim that's a virgin. See what I'm saying? I don't too much. I like my African women, but they virgins and they standards be through the roof. And I don't really like. I don't know, baby girl. I'm sorry. I done got so hooked to the modernity of. I don't want to wait till you married to have sex with you. Like, I'm gonna be mad about it. So what I told my mom is, if I can find a good American woman who might be a Christian, she might not be Muslim, but she willing to acquiesce to me, would you be okay with that? My mom was like, I'm gonna go 10 times harder than what I would if she was an African or she was Muslim. So I had to stand behind it, because at the end of the day, it's a mother's job to protect her son from trash women. So I'm not gonna ever, like, My mama and Kiki don't get along, but that's just because my mom Kiki put her in her place in the right way. To the point where my dad was like, "I told you she wanted them ones. I told you. I knew it."
So you saying your mama don't like her?
Yeah, she like her. She just don't like the fact that she just don't like the fact that she stood up to her. Because when Kiki and my mama around, you could tell it's something. But when Kiki not around, my mama talk. I'm just so happy you met her because she one of the best things ever. She talk highly of her when she not around. I don't know why my mama do that. I think it's just a pride thing. Huh? Like I said, I just think it's a pride thing because she stood up to her. She was come on, man. I told you, I done had women come around plenty of times. This ain't nothing new. And she's the only woman that stood up to her and told her what it is, how it's gonna be. And what could my mama say? To the point where my dad then was like, she wanted the one. Oh yeah, you need to keep her. My dad said that in front of my mom. Of course, that's a pride thing. It's just pride. But she love she love her. She talk highly of her when they not around. She was mad she ain't come to the family reunion last year. None of that. All that.
Yeah, so once again, Jeremy, we're not disagreeing with the culture aspect on it. We all agree that that's how the way it's supposed to be. But is it happening right now?
Not at all.
Do we desire for it to happen? Yes.
And I don't think it's gonna happen. I told Trey what should happen, but that's too extreme. But I don't think it's gonna happen like that. I don't think it's gonna happen till my kids start having kids, where we see a drastic change like that, to where it goes back to family and the nuclear family, where the man is actually in the house and the mama, she works when she want to work, not because she got to work and fend for herself.
So, Samson, when you go out on dates and you're like vetting these women, does your mother or the women in your family have a say so? Like, do you go?
Samson doesn't vet. Samson doesn't vet. We came to that conclusion the other day. Samson does not vet.
Well, Samson, do you go to the women in your family before you make a decision about getting into a relationship, or have you done that in the past?
No, but I'm a little different. I don't really take anybody opinion into account. I make the decision if I'm gonna be in a relationship or not.
Trey, when you got married, was that a decision that your family helped you with in some type of way, or did you take anybody's opinion into consideration?
My grandmother, 100%. I don't know what type of families y'all got.
But who else in your family? Just your grandma?
I talk to everybody in my family, my dad, my mom, everybody on my side and her side.
Okay.
Like, why would y'all why would y'all go to the extent of get married and not involve the elders in y'all family? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
The elders in my family ain't married. And
I'm not saying
okay.
I respect that, Samson, but I'm just saying I'm I value the opinion of the people that was before me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, my mom,
I'll listen, especially I'll listen to them from the aspect of, okay, well, I tried it and it didn't work. So don't do what I did, because it's what I did and it didn't work. I'll look at that.
Real quick, Blanco. Like my grandmother is like my grandmother's a prophet. Let me just say that. If she tell you the sky gonna be orange and green tomorrow, I promise you it's gonna be orange and green. She ain't never missed. Like when we were kids, everything she ever said manifested. That is a fact. And if I'm gonna keep it gangster, she actually told me not to marry her.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother told me don't marry her.
For real.
I think we're getting kind of like lost.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think we're getting kind of lost because like people trying to. I think Rose is kind of a little confused, thinking that your mom and your dad and your grandma is the ultimate.
They control you.
They're not picking it.
No, it's not that. The point that I think we're trying to make is you should include your parents and your grandparents so they can help you include that woman into your life. You got to look at it like this. They are extra eyes, set of eyes for you to see what's up with her. Like, for example, like the mother of my kids, her entire family, they love me. And mama adored me. I can come over. She live in Tampa. I can pop over there anytime I want to. You see what I'm saying? The same thing with her aunties. They love me. You know what I mean? Because I got a bond with them, whether I'm with her or not. You understand what I'm saying? The same thing she can do. She can stay at my mama's house when she taking my kids to see grandma, because my kids got to go spend a whole month with their grandma. You know what I mean? Because you got to create that. You got to create that bond with your family. I mean, that's me. It's important for me for my kids to be real close with my mama, which is their grandma, the same way I was close with my grandma. My grandma was my favorite person in the world.
And let me say this real quick. Hold on, Carol. Let me say this 1 second. Carol, let me say this real quick. And let me put some more context to my situation because I don't mind being transparent. Even though my grandmother told me not to, if I would have been a better husband and a better man at the time, it still would have worked.
You said it wouldn't have worked or it would have?
It would. He said would. And so I think like it's like just having another set of eyes on it. You know how sometimes when you're in this situation, you can be so brainwashed. And like even you, if you look at like your friends or something, you might be able to see things and situations there and that they can't see because they so wrapped up in that situation that sometimes the outside pair of eyes can see it better than you while you're in that situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I do have, with me, I literally only have maybe outside of my friend B and a couple of other ones, like one person in my family, maybe two, that I would even go to even ask what they think. And one of them is my goddaddy because they've been married. They have one of them old school marriages. So can't no guy even get past him. To they got to get past him in order to put a ring on my finger. So I understand it to a certain extent, but I think when Waso and Blanco was explaining it,
it came off as if my mama don't like her, my mama got to control who I marry. No, I just prefer that they have that cohesion. Cause like I'm telling you, my mama not gonna like you just for nothing. Like women know women, bro. So she gonna pick up on something, and I know what my mama gonna do. She gonna antagonize you about it. And then I told you my family is speaking different languages, so the other aunties gonna come. Oh, she just look how she just looked at the other kids when she was around them. Oh, so what they finna do? They start. Can you go over there and help us watch the kids? Can you go over there? Can you help out with the kids? Or do you want to help us clean? Or do you want to help us cook? She picked neither. Oh, that's a red flag. Why would you? He wants kids. Yeah. Of course, I want other kids. Yeah. So you're not a family woman. They're just gonna be nitpicking about certain things that matter, not the things that don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
And Rose,
that's why I tell women that I talk to, do not bring up your career. Do not bring up none of that when you're around my mom because they're gonna ostracize you about that. The women in my culture.
Somebody in the chat wants Samson's opinion, please. They vetting him, so somebody wants Samson's views.
What happened?
Somebody vetting you in the chat, so they want to know your views on this.
So come get involved instead of watching whatever you're watching, sir.
Somebody in the chat really want to know his views.
I was talking. Rose asked me. They started talking.
Samson, you gotta stop doing that, man.
They inquiring in the chat.
Somebody cut you off, you cut them back off.
They inquire in the chat, sir.
We need your wisdom, sir.
All I was gonna say was I think it's a little bit different based on the family members that, like, if your family dynamic, if you're talking about your family dynamic. Why so serious? And Blanco, they already kind of hit the nail on the head when they talking about culture. I'm a NIGGA. My culture a little bit different.
So you don't worry about having to meet his family.
I got a lot of family members that would rather see me single than in a happy marriage. And my pops got 18 kids, and about 6 of them he don't even claim, and he married right now.
Yes,
I'm gonna go to him for advice just because he married? Think not. Probably not. My mama not married. Just saying, Papa was Rolling Stone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to him for his advice. I'm not even going to him for his counsel. I'm not even sitting in the living room. There's nothing for us to talk about. We have no need to discuss anything. So that's what I'm saying. At least from my perspective, at least as a man, if you decide you want to enter a relationship with someone, as a man, you make the decision. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, everybody got an opinion. Everybody gonna have an opinion. That's cool, but you make your decision as a man. You go from there. You take everybody's wise counsel. You take out, the good stuff that helps you. The stuff that don't, you just throw that to the side and then you move on.
Yeah, and Rose, this is like I'm not trying to preach like my family's perfect. Hell no, right? I got 2 cousins that are hoes. You see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So I be trying to get through one. I be talking to one of my cousins because she just be doing the same thing I be telling you about, right? Like she just be jumping from dick to dick with her like 2 weeks ago. Almost make her ass cry because she's dumb. She thinks she's smart, but she's dumb as hell. right? I'm like, yo, why don't you stick it out with the guy that you brought last time over here? No, he lied to me. I'm like, so what, man? The next guy gonna lie too, right? And then the thing is that y'all create this. This is what y'all do. Y'all create this lie in your head, and there is no getting out of there. But the real truth is that you just don't want to deal with the guy no more. So you just want some new dick. That's all it is. Because if you like the guy, you're gonna find an excuse to excuse his behavior. Oh well, he was young and dumb. Oh well, he's been broke for 6 months. Maybe he's gonna change him on month number 7.
Hey,
that's because you like
Blanco.
him.
Hey Blanco, you know what that mean, right? That mean if she really like him, her family opinion don't matter either.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly, right? So
really
I'm not saying
it don't matter what they say.
Yeah, because and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like I'm not saying that I told you I got two of my cousins are loose. I got a huge family, so I got a lot of cousins, right? And I be trying to get through one of them, and hopefully she start listening, right? So I'm telling you the same exact thing that I'm telling my own blood cousin from my favorite auntie, my second favorite auntie, actually.
All right, so real quick, y'all. The next question is, and I want to start with Candace, then I want to go to Jay, and then we can everybody can jump in from there. At what point does vibing become emotional manipulation? At what point that does we're just vibing becomes emotional manipulation?
I think once it's disclosed, if someone is catching more feelings than the other, like with situationships or a trauma bond, you can tell typically it's going to be one person that's more interested in the other person. Mm-hmm. So once they express what they feeling and the other person just keep hitting them with but we just vibing, or like, you know what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it is a continuous, like, now it becomes a chase. Now we playing mind games. That's when it gets beyond that.
So Candace, what if the person is honest with that individual once they express that, their feelings to the person? Is that manipulation, or is that delusion on the person that continues the relationship even though that person was honest with them?
That's 100% delusion.
Okay. Jay, what about you?
I guess in my opinion, it becomes manipulation after everything was established in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, if the girl decides that she wants to overstep those boundaries and oh, I need your location, I gotta know where you're going, yo, how much money you're making so we can do this, start planning out life. And he's like, that's not how this is supposed to be. That's one way. Or if a guy decides to do the same, or like start getting jealous because she's talking to other potential people.
Okay. Anybody got a response to that?
When you say we just vibing, is there any money involved?
Depends on the situation.
9 times out of 10, it is 9 times out of 10.
So
more than likely.
So if there's money involved, and we're just vibing, maybe it's not emotional manipulation of some sort. But if you still vibing, but still taking money, it could be some sort of manipulation instead. Maybe just not emotional per se. Maybe psychological.
Financial.
Financial manipulation. Thank you, Urban.
Sadie. Sadie. That's so shady.
Are you throwing shots?
I didn't throw no shot. I asked the question.
Are you throwing? You throwing shots?
Yes. And I can't
throw no shot. I'm asking question.
No, we
So
gonna,
what?
we gonna,
All my
you know
questions
what?
going to Jay from now on. Hey
You
Jay.
know what? I called
Hey
it.
Jay.
It's okay. But Jay, I don't agree with that. I think that it becomes manipulation when you notice that the other person's feelings change. And you notice that they start catching them strong feelings after a certain amount of time. And you notice they start acting different and talking different. Now, if you notice that and you keep on moving how you're moving, I think that's when that comes into play because you notice that person's feelings change.
So Rose,
Yeah,
Rose, have you ever been with a dude and you noticed he was liking you, but you weren't liking him, but he was still giving you money, still giving you gifts, still taking you out, still doing certain things for you?
That's her life. Why so serious? That's her life.
I
Jay.
just need her to say it in front of everybody. So was you still taking everything from him, still taking money, buying nails done, hair done, everything did? Was you still doing it, knowing doggone where you didn't want to be with him?
Talking about her bio.
No, I've never done that. If that was the case, there was always a mutual attraction.
You are so selfish. You are so selfish. And you don't even realize it.
Why so serious? Why so serious? You heard her say, she said there was a mutual attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were just vibing.
Okay. And
you see?
They were just vibing. It was like that from the beginning.
It was, hey, why so? It was like that from the beginning.
It was. So I never let anybody to believe anything that it wasn't. Everything we entered, it was agreed upon.
That wasn't my question. My question was, have you ever not liked the dude? You knew you didn't like this dude. He probably got the vibe you ain't like him. And he kept and you still receiving gifts, still picking up every now and then when you were bored, just to hang up in their face.
No. I haven't. No, I haven't.
This is mean.
No, I've never done that to anybody.
But you know what though? You know that happens though. You know women do men like that though, right?
Oh yeah, because they stupid enough to keep giving stuff to the woman. No, doggone well she playing you to the left.
So let me ask you this. Hold on. Because I know. Let me just. So you just said because he's stupid. So if the roles were reversed and the man was doing the same thing the woman was doing, is she stupid or he the wrong person? Or he in the wrong?
No, it's the same. Who's Samson? Who's ever in that position, like they're wrong. The person,
you know what? Hey, at an hour and 47 minutes, she said that it would in the next 30 minutes or whatever. I'm gonna catch you up in this because you gonna walk yourself back down the rabbit hole.
You gonna go back.
You know it's gonna come up, Trey, right?
All right, real quick. So let's keep this.
Wait, I want to say I kind of agree with Bruce. Like once, like one person is like kind of withholding while knowing the other person. So like if you know you don't want the commitment or whatever, but you keep accepting like sex or emotional access and all that, then now it's no longer a mutually benefiting both parties because one person wants more and the other person wants, well, the other person may just want what it is. So I think that's when it becomes manipulation, like because when they're vibing, it's mutual and the expectation is equal. But once that change and they're no longer on equal playing fields, then that's when it becomes manipulation. But some people don't want to cut off their access or the benefits they're getting, knowing
they want their cake and eat it too.
Man.
No, we're not going to just say men rules because some women want to keep getting their gas tank filled up or their snow shoveled.
Doing that, Trey. She said men, hold up.
So most
men out here getting their gas pumped by females. Most men are.
No, I'm not saying that per se, but there's an equivalency to that.
Who finesses more, men or women?
I think it's a 60-40 thing.
It don't matter.
Hey, Jimmy, they being disingenuous with y'all on the cool though. Because look, check this out. It is possible for a woman to not like another man, but however, when they see a benefit out of him, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna flirt with him to get what they want out of that dude. And that's where the manipulation comes from. Because I've been in situations like that where the woman wasn't attracted to me whatsoever, but however, she's seeing the benefit she could get out of me, right? And so therefore, she started, doing, y'all know the stuff that y'all do, right? So hey, do all the stuff that y'all do, right, to try to get us to do things that y'all want us to do for you.
Or have them take you on a dinner date and tell them you ain't got time to talk.
Other 10?
Yes, if they actually work on themselves.
So all women are 10s?
I think so. Because we're all
Are all men 10s?
I think in their own way, all men can be 10s, yeah.
Hey, Karen, that's facts.
I like that one, Blue.
Karen, that's facts. I'm saying that we talking
I know,
about
and that's what I kept trying to tell you. Like, I kept trying to tell you that they're like manipulating the situation.
If we talking majorities, Karen, there's way more Roses than there are Karens, Jays, and Candaces.
Yeah.
What the hell does
the
that
thing
mean?
is that
you want it
the
all.
thing is
Don't do
that
that,
the
Samson.
thing is
You can't assess all of us.
the thing is that women finesse way more than men. However, men do it better. Men is a way more equipped finesser. The thing is that
talking about men now,
the average women can finesse the average man like so easily. It's not even funny because we are very. The average women, the gang is still towards the favor of the average women, right? That's what I'm saying. They are better finesser. However, the men got a business minded, a better business minded than the women all the time. For example, you see all these bros screaming that OnlyFans shit, right? It's only a very few women that are making money out of OnlyFans. Guess who run that whole program? It's some guy from the UK. It's a man that makes $1.8 million per day. 78. He figured it out. Huh?
The guy that was on here, 78.
No, and I read this article, right? They say that the women finesse, they make more because usually, and it makes sense because we are the one that always approaching, right? However, the men, when they finessing the woman, they get the most money out of them. There is a reason why. It's a documentary on. I read about this article. It's did you ever watch the documentary on Netflix, the Tinder swindler?
Oh yeah, the dude that was getting women from Tinder to send him money.
Bro, homeboy wasn't getting no 5,000, 10,000, none of that. These men was breaking these women.
Wait, he didn't even meet these people in real life?
No, he met him. No, he met him. He met him. So what he was doing is he was going from country to country. He pulling on private jets, limousine, and everything. And whatever girl he was meeting, he used to make that bro to go to the bank and get 100,000, nigga. Nigga, that's game right there, bro. That's some game right there, fam. And they used to go get it. And guess what? She used to turn around and get another loan for him. And she used to do the nigga in jail right now. He about to get out. They gave him like 7 years or something like that.
They thought they was going to get a return on investment.
He made like millions. But that's what I'm saying. When you're finessing men, you're finessing them for.
But he had already.
But when you're finesse men, it's not going to be like it's going to be like for little things because you don't have like the long vision like a man do, right? When men finessing, yeah, that's why y'all got pimps. We don't got pimps. Y'all do.
Whoa. It's called a life coach.
And a manager.
And a manager.
All right, real quick, y'all. OG with the Cash App. By the way, me and Jesus best friends, so I can't prove my love. But I can give you a compliment. By the way, Jesus kicking it with Mary Magdalene. Shout out to OG. The compliment, he was talking to you, Candace. And then we have one more. Shout out to James Blair. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to James Blair. And it said, just showing love and support, Brother Trey. Shouts out to everyone on the panel. James, appreciate the love, my brother. Appreciate the love.
I just would like to understand, because that did not mention me.
Hold on 1 second. I got to celebrate somebody. Thank you.
Here earlier to prove his love. That's what he was saying.
He could be someone else he wants to compliment.
He said your name.
Thank you. Hold on. Hold on before I forget. Thank you for the 25. I know you saying is your real name, but thank you for the $25 Cash App. CH. I'm gonna just say your initial. You know who you are. Thank you, man. I would do a dance for you, girl. Oh, I mean, I hope it's a girl. Thank you for the $25 cash app.
So, Samson, I have a question.
What do you want?
You listening? So, when you made the statement that is more, what did you say? It was more roses out here than the Karen.
So there's more roses out here than Karens, Jays, and Candices. I'm talking about the ratio of finessers to non-finessers.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm talking about.
So who is the finesser?
You are.
You are. Duh.
Yeah.
He's getting finessed.
Finesse.
Yes.
Who out of what?
Okay, let me break it down. Hold on, let me break
Please
it.
do.
So you know how you was just making a joke about 78 being a life coach? Remember how he explained his pimping?
Yeah, he turned his trauma into a passion.
Yeah, you remember how he also got his wife to be in on it? It had to been some type of manipulation for him to get her involved and jump in the car, right? He didn't make her. He didn't hold a gun to her head. She made a choice. Just like niggas choose to pay for your nails, hair, half your damn wig, your damn gas getting pumped. You're a life coach. That's great. You're a finesser. All I'm saying is the ratio, not the finesses that there are, is there's
Look at God. Look at God.
Look, watch him work.
There's more of you than there is of Karen, Jay, and Candace. The ratio is more.
Don't do the sisterhood, man.
So how does finessing work? Do people ask for? Do they drive?
You know what? It's real interesting that a finesser is asking me how a finesser works.
No, because I want to know.
That's kind of crazy.
Your definition of finessing.
No. Let's talk about yours since you're actively doing it.
Because I'm not. But you said
no.
You said
You want to know? You want to know how you told on yourself that you're doing it? Because you always tell us. I didn't ask them. They just do stuff for me. They just give me things. That's what you told us. Wait, pause. I'll make sure I'm clear. Receipts. Karen, did she say that?
That's not.
I think I've heard that from her.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Let's get back to the conversation. You said
that's not.
These niggas choose to give you things, and you willingly take these things. You don't say no, thank you. You take them.
I don't. B was just on here when Blue asked.
Your gas tank is full, is it not?
Hold on. B was on here when Blue asked that question about a guy offering me money the second day he met me. I turned down that $5K. I'm not finessing that guy.
No, that's different.
Well, you might not be finessing that guy, but you probably are finessing someone else. So just because you don't finesse everyone, don't mean you're not finessing.
Karen, that old guy.
So you don't.
Hold on,
Karen, that guy was about to offer her an allowance so that he could sponsor her life. That's different. I'm talking about you finessing average niggas in real life. That's a little bit different.
You don't think you're finessing, bro? When you're getting a man's money, time, and resources, his value, and what is he getting? A conversation.
Nothing.
It's not
a conversation.
Hold on.
He barely getting foot rubs because you said you're saving that for when you're married. So he's not really getting.
You giving niggas church hugs.
The one you said you didn't like. The one you said didn't like. Wait, the one you said you didn't like, and he's still on the roster. If he's doing something for you, then that's probably like finessing or financial manipulation or emotional manipulation.
Karen, let's be
in
specific.
honor of my guy Ali, we're going too fast. Let Samson do the questioning.
They go back to the queue. That's what she said, Karen. She said, I put them back in the queue. Like it's a playlist. That's what she told us last time. But you're not a finesser. I'm making this up. That's what you said.
She's a finesser.
To be fair, guys, she's giving them hope.
That's worse.
Yeah, okay.
Hold
on, Rose. Are you going to the man's house? Are you going to the man's house and cleaning his house at least?
Hell no.
Rose, are you cooking this meal?
He's not getting nothing, fam. Nothing.
He might get a good morning text.
Hey, Blanco, I want to make sure I give you this quote. Rose said, I asked her the question. I said, what does he get? She said, my time, my presence. I said,
Jesus Christ.
All you got to do is show up. She was like, no. I was like, but he's only getting your time and presence. So that means all you have to do is show up. And if you show up and you take this man's money, that's a form of manipulation, and you are finessing. You are a finesser.
That's not
That's
true.
like that's like a felony, bro. That's like an emotional felony right there, bro. Like you ain't giving her nothing. Nah, son. Hey, Rose. I swear to God, Rose. You put that shit up with me. I'm smashing your cousin, bro. I take that personal, bro. I take that personal, yo.
Hey, hold on, y'all, real quick. Andrea was in the comments and she was talking about manipulating women. So, Andrea, what did you want to say about manipulating women?
About manipulative women, right? Okay, so I feel like I know a lot about manipulative women because I've only ever worked in like female dominated spaces. I feel like they're extremely easy to spot out. Like they're vindictive, you know what I mean? They're very snappy. They like to belittle people. And they hate boundaries, right? They're just like a narcissistic man. I don't really think there's much of a difference. I think it's something to do with their upbringing, neglect, something. I don't know really. But I feel like they're extremely easy to spot out. They usually just don't like no's. They don't like boundaries. And I feel like you can weed them out within the first few times of meeting them, honestly. I don't think you have to really wonder if you're dealing with one. I think a lot of men put up with them long enough to end up getting played by them and getting sucked into their toxicity. You really don't have to. And I don't think that they're majority of the women because I think a lot of women are actually extremely easy to manipulate. And there's proof of this because predators don't have a hard time finding women who will follow them, who will listen to them, who will submit to them. Predators know how to find those women. So that means that those women do exist. I don't think they're the majority of women, and I don't think Rose is any example of that. I've never seen her snap on nobody. You can feel the energy. Like there's condescension. They look down on people. Like they're very extremely easy to spot out. And I don't believe it's fair to like lump all women together because I know plenty of women who go for anything. So yeah, I don't think they're the majority of women. And I think they're extremely easy to spot out and you can get rid of them. You can cut them out of your lives. All you have to do is tell them no or set a hard boundary.
And Andrea, I just want you to answer one clarifying question because you said something that was very profound. Did you say one of the things to tell if she was a manipulator or possibly a finesser? They don't like the word no. Did you say that?
Yes. And they hate when you set boundaries.
That's wrong.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Go ahead, watch our series. Thank you.
That's not true.
Let me ask you this: you saying that Rose isn't a finesser or narcissistic? Would you say she just benefiting off her pretty privilege then?
No, I'm not saying that because what y'all.
I'm not asking you, Rose.
He wasn't asking you. He wasn't asking you.
You're a lawyer right now. I'm asking you.
I'm just saying. I think there's a difference between benefiting from privileges that are readily available and then manipulating to get those privileges. So if people offer that to you and you accept it, you didn't manipulate anyone. There's a difference. Manipulation requires calculation.
Hold on, Andrea, 1 second. I apologize. But what if you don't have any true intentions?
There you go.
Well,
that's manipulation.
In my opinion,
hold on, Andrea. So since Rose want to keep butting in, so let me put more context. Because Rose was on this platform the other day, Andrea, and I know you probably heard her. See, she want to play innocent, and I know Samson gave me the alley oop, so I'm gonna go and dunk the ball. No, did it? So the other day, Rose was on the platform, and they were talking about multiple guys she's dealing with, and the statement was made that if she chose this one guy or this one guy stepped up and was very intentional, that the other guy that she's been talking to will cease to it like he never existed. Is that not manipulative?
Did she lie?
He's still in the queue.
No,
she's leading him to believe he has a chance.
Go ahead.
She's leading him.
No, he does have a chance. I'm dating them.
No.
No, you say you only like one of them. You say you only like one of them.
No, I said, do I like?
You said that man will cease to exist.
Y'all
are
you not attracted to him? Are you not attracted to him?
Andrea, yes, there's a mutual attraction with both.
The vibe. They have vibe. They
When
vibe.
women say mutual attraction, you just like what he does for you.
That's not true. Now, if one step up before the other, how is that my fault? If he steps
Okay,
up,
No, that's
if you like,
the.
if the one who you don't like as much steps up, you gonna cut the one you really like off?
it's not the fact
That-
that I don't like him.
Yeah.
Now,
No, answer the question. You like one more than the other. You like one more than the other. If the one that you don't like as much as the other steps up, you cutting the one you really like off?
Yes, because he didn't step up and be intentional.
And
Yes,
Drea,
I
she's
like-
lying.
hold on.
Put the camera on Candace, Trey.
Hold on.
What Trey?
Hold on. I
Yeah.
like him. I do like him a little bit more. Now, when I think Uncle Rick was on here, he said, well, what does he have to do to show you? I know it was 30K. I said, I'm just looking to vet that situation just a little bit more or date him just a little bit longer to see certain things that I've already seen with the first one. That doesn't
Oh,
mean
that lit, man. No, I want to hear none of that shit, man. We're gonna get personal. It's Friday night. I got a couple of shots of Hennessy in me, man. We're gonna get all the way to the bottom of this bullshit. Is any of them guys make you moist? Yes or no? I don't want you to go into these long, drawn down answers. Well, the moon is a full moon tonight, and tomorrow is no. Yes or no? Any of those guys give you their butterflies and make you moist? Yes or no?
No.
Look,
That's
I cannot
crazy.
confirm nor deny that.
You got a
I'm
dryer
not
sheet
talking
down there,
about
Andrea.
And there you have
I
it.
don't believe that.
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no. By default, you don't like those guys like that. They just in there. They are like the bench players pretty much until the starter player come in. They are the bench players. That's what he is, right? So they take you out. They buy you drinks. Don't they pay for your goddamn nails? Didn't you say that? They send you money for your nails?
He offered.
Oh, I hate these niggas, bro. I swear to God, I hate these niggas, bro.
Andrea, this is the female Nino Brown. She will not take responsibility for the card. You gotta really man it into a corner for her to admit that she is a finesser. Now, since you are her defense attorney, this is the only thing I'm gonna ask you. It's the only thing I'm gonna ask you. When we're talking about manipulation, is this an example of manipulation? If you are talking to someone, let's just say the vibes are good. If you're talking to someone, they don't have any idea. She done already gave them false hope. We're past that. We've moved on past that. But if you give them an idea and you make them think that this idea that they have in their head is their own, but you are the one that provided that idea. You are the one that created this idea. You let them think. You let them go down that road, knowing there's no hope at the end of that tunnel. Is that a form of
let me ask,
But there is. That's
no, Andrea.
Well, I am her attorney, and if she did not lie, and we are living in a modern society where people aren't exclusively dating until they say they are, I don't see how there's any deception there.
No,
objection. Hold on, objection, Your Honor. We call her in the lie. We call her in the lie. She don't like none of them guys.
No, I just asked you if that was manipulation. I didn't say she lied yet. She does that later. I'm asking about manipulation right now.
Well, I think a part of manipulation is bending the truth. Don't you think so? Like if you're manipulating someone, there is an element where, you're bending the truth.
But it's bending the truth if they have false hope. They actually think they have a chance. They're just
you gave yourself that. Well, he gave himself that false hope, though. She didn't.
How?
Are they exclusively dating? Am I missing something?
No, she's not exclusively dating anyone. She's exclusively taking their money.
bro. That's not true.
Well, he gave her the money, so
He
she didn't
did.
take anything.
I'm
She didn't look in
not
his
arguing
wallet.
with you. I'm saying from the standpoint of the definition of manipulation is if you're not interested, okay, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a different way.
She said she was interested.
If you take the rewards or you take the benefits, resources, that's what the guys say, resources. If you take the resources from
She
the guy,
didn't take anything. He gave it to her.
if he gave her the resources and she took them, that means she took them. If she gave him resources, she took them.
She accepted
She's
them.
not interested in a relationship with the guy. Is that finessing or not?
If she wasn't interested, yes, but
Okay,
she said
thank
she
you. That's all I
was.
need to know. That's all
I
need to
have
know.
one
She said on the
question.
record she's interested. So,
But
I
on
just got
record,
one
we do have it
question.
where she's not really too interested in the second person.
oh,
Miss
okay.
Candace want to say something,
On
yo.
record,
I just
Andrea,
wanna-
we got that on record. I'm sorry, Candace. Go ahead.
No.
If my only question, Rose, and you my girl, But would you feel like you settling if you pick one over the other?
Good question.
That's the thing. I don't know yet because the second one, I'm still trying to scope that situation out. That's all.
So you would be settling right now. Right now, we don't got no more time. The time is now. And that one that you need more time on, he says yes. So you go with him. Do you feel like you settling? Right now, today, you got 5 seconds on the clock.
Probably yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Candace.
It might be just a little bit. Just a little. Well, no. I'm not done yet. Are you taking money from that man?
Or gift or dates?
Not more. No money, but he did do something for me though.
And are you reciprocating with him in the level, in the magnitude that he is doing for you? Are you doing the same for him?
With that, the opportunity never presented itself for me to do anything. But when I did take something from him, I was corrected on it, and I end up giving it back because I knew it wasn't right.
Since when the opportunity got to be available,
haven't you been talking to him for like a year? So yeah, no,
are
you
you
don't
matching
like
the
him,
same?
Let's be honest, so we can move to the next topic. You don't like him like that.
Please,
there you go. Thank you, baby.
What's the next question?
She is manipulated those two guys. They I don't know. They probably corny. I just can't believe it. Over a year. Over a year. Are you serious?
He likes it there. He likes it. He's not complaining. A year.
No vagina.
Let me. I want to hear from the most reasonable voice, Miss Candace. Do you think that this woman Rose is manipulating those two guys or selling them hope? Yes or no?
I'm just in the court, Your Honor. I don't even know, but it's so I did have more. I'm not an attorney or none of it. I'm a lay member, but I do have another question. Not as far as like reciprocation, as far as gifts or anything like that, that's tangible. Are you matching the same energy that he's giving to you as far as like interest in things of that sort?
Yes, interest, absolutely. I feel like I'm reciprocating everything that he's giving, including when we went on a date before. I've even offered to pay for a date, the same thing that he does.
But you just said that the opportunity didn't present itself yet.
date.
Well, for him to do what he did for me, because he did something for me that, right. Okay. But when we go out on dates, I offer to pay, but he tells me that no, he's not letting me do that. So I tried, but it's not accepted. Like, I'm not a user. That's what you're trying to make it seem like. I've never been there. I don't need anything from a man.
What person is going to admit to being a user?
Hey, let me ask you this though.
I got you.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask one more question, Rose. Is he a sucker in your eyes? Be real. I know you like her now.
No, I don't know.
I don't think so. No, I wouldn't say that. But they said, because I'm just going off of what people are saying. So it sounds like you said that you've been talking to the people, this gentleman for a cool little minute, but you say you need more time for him to measure up to the other dude. What is it that he's not doing then?
Hey, Trey, when we talk street tactics, number one, you never mess up your play. Finessers never admit to finessing because they never mess up their play. They never do that. Everybody know that. You actually in the street, you really know that for real.
Basically, why would I let my left hand know what my right hand doing if I'm Vanessa?
Facts.
I appreciate the thank you. I get it now.
What's the next question, Blue?
I know you want to know the next question. We're gonna stay right here.
Why do people feel entitled to emotional support without relationship responsibility?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Why do people feel entitled to emotional support without relationship responsibility?
I think this is a good question for Rose.
Ooh.
That's why I said, oh shit. Shout out to Urban.
Urban, what's going on?
Take this right up your alley.
Oh my God. I think to a certain extent, yes, right? Because men say they want to see certain things that come from a woman that's of wifely quality. So I think that I should be on the receiving end to some type of emotional support to a certain extent. I need to see if you can emotionally be there for me down the line if we end up becoming committed or in a marriage. I mean, you emotionally support, you got your homies. Your homies come to you crying about a chick that they done mess with and trying to get back with. You gonna be there to emotionally support them. You probably have the emotional support for like women in your family or anything of that nature. Why can't I get some of that at a dating level?
Everybody quiet?
Quiet as hell.
No response.
Hey, quiet because you full of shit.
What was the question?
I mean, do somebody disagree with me, or
what did you say? I was feeding my dog.
Wanda in the comments said, Rose, give an example, and real quick before you do think about it. Hey, shout out to Square Biz. Let me tell y'all something. Square Biz said, Rose, I thought we had something real. Shaking my head. Get her, Sam. I'm above average, by the way. This man, listen, this man has been sending me money all week.
And he in the Air Force.
Saying something to Rose.
Saying something to Rose.
The entire week, he's been sending in money to get Rose's attention.
Shout out to you, SQ.
Hey, man, shout out to
Hey,
you standing on business and not getting finessed any longer, my brother.
I'm just saying, because, man, that dude's sending money every goddamn
Shout out to Square Biz, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, Square Biz. We appreciate your support. He is always tuning in. He always on the live.
No, he's always super chatting for you. That's what he's
doing. For you.
It ain't
going to me.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, we gonna when the money get right, we're gonna put some people on payroll when the money get right.
You know what? I don't have an example right now. Can somebody else answer while I'm thinking of
Oh, now she gave the explanation. She said, y'all not saying nothing. She asked for example. Now she got a migraine.
So, I think people want emotional access without like that commitment because we normalize like a connection without any accountability. Like we have so many people in situationships and people mistake situationships for relationships. And so they want that same access that they're really not entitled to because they're not in a relationship.
I would say I feel like a part of the problem is we are so quick to give our bodies to people without the willingness to share your emotions and your feelings. So oftentimes because of the culture and the society, you are being as intimate as you are supposed to be, as you can be with someone by being naked and sharing your body with them, but then you can't open your heart out, or you can't even trust that person to be able to handle your heart accordingly or appropriately. So because we're leading with sex, and then later down the line, emotions start to get involved and you have that underlying expectation because I've already shared every bit of me with that person, it makes the line very blurry.
I agree.
So I believe the gentlemen really can't answer this question because we're not emotionally attached like that, like the women are.
All right, so should emotional access be earned the same way commitment is?
Wait, Jay didn't answer the question, Trey.
Well, she can answer the next one.
Okay, thank you.
Should emotional access be earned the same way commitment is?
I don't know, because how do you earn emotional support? Like, if that person just needs you, then I feel like you should be there when it comes to that type of support. Thank you.
It depends. Because it depends on what type of emotional support you talking about. Because I've met plenty of people, and I met plenty of people who wanted some emotional support to be equivalent to what their mother would give them. So I'm not your mama. I can be there to a certain extent. I can do what I can for you, but what I'm not going to do is take your burden and completely make it mine. And we just, have an occasional sex.
I don't know. I think I'm the complete opposite because I'm a very emotional person by
Oh
nature.
my God, these are
So
emotions.
because I am. So when
Well, I mean, I completely get that, but I've also learned to close off my emotions because of past relationships. But that's just my personal opinion. But go ahead, girl.
yeah, and I understand that,
I'm
but
here
then
for you, baby. Don't worry about it.
you'll end up taking on somebody else's burden so much that it becomes overwhelming to you and interfering with your personal life. So I get that. But with me, like I said, I'm such an emotional person by nature. I feel like with me, I'm automatically giving it. Like if I let you into my personal space on a certain level, you automatically have access to that. And that's why I have to watch who I let get close to me because I know they're automatically going to have that access. It's not something that I could turn on and turn off with them.
Is this like on a relationship concept or friendship concept or both?
I feel like it's both because my friends have that as well, and that's why
Because go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and I said that's why I think like my friendships last so long. Like the people in my circle, we got over like 12 years plus in, because
Yeah,
I know
and
I
I'm
let
just
somebody. Go ahead.
and I'm just saying most of I live in a lot of places, so I got a lot of friends everywhere, right? And my friends become family. You understand what I'm saying? Like most of the friends I got from middle school and high school, this is 17, 20 year plus type thing, right? I believe, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, I think us Negroes, men, we know how to be friends. Because we usually tend to have the same friends throughout most of our lifetime. We usually gonna have the same 5, 6, 7, 8 guys, right? We hold each other down. I just get my friend a couple of dollars so he can buy a truck. You see what I'm saying? 5 bands. You see what I'm saying? Hey man, my credit messed up. They're requiring me to put down 16 band. Can I get 5? Boom, here we go, bro. Get me back later. You see what I'm saying? When we're going through something, we usually call our homies, our uncles, our dad, because we understand each other, right? This is the reason why us men are better friends to a girl than our friends to us for the most part. Because we are more beneficial. You see what I'm saying? You can come cry on our shoulder. I believe that we give you better advice than your own girlfriends. I believe that. That can be up for debate, but I do truly believe that, right? And I always say, usually having as a man having a girl as a friend is not really that much benefit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that much benefit.
Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Jay.
I can't say that that's like completely true. There are plenty of women that also remain friends with their high school friends, and they become siblings. But the majority, what I've seen is the majority of the time that a guy needs emotional support, a lot of times he ends up going to the girl because he wants that feminine touch. But that's just the guys that I know, like that I've seen. A lot of them just they go and get that support from a woman versus going to their homeboy because they don't want that. Oh yeah, man, suck that ish up, bruh. I get it.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Jay, hold on, let me reply to her and then y'all can have it. Like, Jay, I get it. Huh?
I wasn't quite done.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I thought you was done. You did a long pause. My bad.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get my words together. I'm socially awkward. Also, if we are keeping this on the same topic of situationships, they're definitely going to go to, the opposite sex and get that some emotional support because sometimes they just want to get closer, and usually that emotional support ends up on sex. Now I'm done.
Okay, so with that emotional support and you know, you showing a man you care about him at certain times, like, should you just offer that as a woman, or should you wait until they tell you they want that? Because I was actually having a conversation with somebody earlier about
wait.
You wait?
Yes.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
A lot of times as men, we don't want to be bothered.
At all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing is, Rose, that most guys are very simple. Like, I think you heard that 1,000,000 times already, yo. So if you, after you gave out that pom pom, right, it's up to you to keep that guy, which is not that complicated. Just do a few things, yo. Go clean his house, cook his favorite meal. You don't even have to do that every day, bro. And you will win. You will win. So it's so easy for women to win, bro. It's not even funny. Y'all just don't like.
You know, Rose not doing that.
Hold on.
She might cook the meal.
Because I know, Papa, Blanco, you moving the goalpost a little bit, and I'm not saying like in a negative way. I'm just saying you switching the subject. So a lot of times, right, us as men, we built to handle situations. We're built for pressure, right? So a lot of times when we're trying to figure it out, we go into like a mental hibernation. So I don't need my woman coming asking me, talking to me about nothing because I'm trying to figure it out and I got it. Just leave me alone. Now, if I come to you and ask you, hey, so okay, cool. Then you ask, you give your input. But if I haven't asked you, I'm a man at the end of the day. And we already built. God made us this way to deal with whatever pressure in life, whatever comes our way, and we're going to get it done. But like I said, if I can't figure it out, that's what a woman is for. A woman is a help me. Then you help me when I come to you, but don't just overstep your boundary when a man, because we're prideful about being providers. We're prideful about just being a man. Fellas, would y'all agree?
Yeah, hey, I want to add on to that too. Whenever I'm going through situations, right, my wife, she knows it, but she don't overstep her boundaries. What she'll do, she'll be my help me, she'll be my peace. She'll do simple things like, hey, I had to cook your favorite meal. You want this? All right, bet. She know that will calm me down. It'll ease me to help me to focus on whatever it is that I'm dealing with. Now, if I ask her for input, then that's when she'll, give her input to me as well too. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so I had to learn because I like helping people and I think I'm a great problem solver, but I had to learn to just shut up and just like wait for my help to be requested because I always wanted to fix everything and solve everything. And that wasn't necessarily what the guy wanted. Like, it's like if I come to you and want suggestions or your input, give it to me, but you don't have to solve all my problems. Let me be the man and solve it myself.
Yeah, women tend to make the situation more chaotic than what it really is when y'all try to put your input in it.
And another thing, when you, like it is in a relationship, right? We don't want to tell you our problems because I don't want to put my problems on you. I think most men actually do that. I'd rather go talk to my brothers, my homies, and even though that you are my partner, right, Rose? I don't want to like stress you out because if I stress you out, now you're gonna start bothering me. So it's like I'm gonna have pressure from outside and inside the crib. You see what I'm saying?
That's real.
Most men operate like that. That's when you ask me. When you notice something wrong, your man, he gonna be like, man, baby, I'm okay. No, that man is going through something. He just don't want to put that burden on you. That's what it is, right? So he go talk to his grandpa, his daddy. He go out to the bar, tell his homie, like, man, damn, bro, I lost 15,000, man. I ain't going. You tell wifey, hell no, nigga, I ain't tell her that. You see what I'm saying? That's how I usually go. Man, I got to figure it out. Hey, man, A, B, and C. You see what I'm saying? Me and Dan, we come out with a plan. You got to do A, B, and C. Okay, that sounds good. Because if we put problems, women ain't built to handle problems, yo. Y'all just ain't built like that, son. Y'all just ain't built like. Now, is it 100%? No. But most women built to have that pressure because now you're going to start nagging. Now the kid's going to start suffering. you ain't gonna. It just gonna disrupt how the house is operating.
That security aspect that women love. When a man is emotional, like women say they want emotion, when a man comes to you with issues that he can't solve on his own, that security aspect that women love out of a man is gonna go down. It's gonna go down the drain, and that's a part of it, which is why men don't come to women like that. Right. We know for a fact you're not built to handle a man's issues. No way. The same way we not built to really handle y'all issues, but we can be y'all rock for y'all. So I'm not finna come tell you, like, if I lose my job and I come home to my woman, I just lost my job. I'm gonna figure it out though. I ain't got no real saving. You think she want to hear that, or something happened at work? I already figured it out. I got you, man. Let's go. You want to go out tonight?
I will hope my boyfriend comes to me and tell me that.
What, man? But I'm saying, you would hope he do that. In reality,
technically, it's happened before. They definitely, as soon as it happened, they immediately called me on the way home.
And there's nothing wrong with that though.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but most men are not gonna do that. They're just gonna solve the problem, and then if it rears naked head again, then we explain. You got another job? Yeah, I lost my job. I went and found another one the same day. No biggie. That's what most men. That's how most men are gonna solve their problem. They're not gonna tell you. They're probably gonna man, if folks just fire me, Jamel, he'll tell his home before he tell you. Because
that's wild. Because his homeboy ain't the one that's living with him though.
But you gotta look at it. Men and women are not the same. Men and women are not the same. Men handle issues differently than women do. So at the end of the day, I know for a fact my woman is emotional, especially if I'm the breadwinner and I tell her something like that. You don't think it's gonna go up like, so what you finna do? You finna find another job? I don't want to hear that.
And the reason, Jay,
let me shut up. I don't do gender roles, so let me hush, because the way I'm built is real different, and it's unlike what y'all talking about.
And Jay, in the way it is, it's because for the most part, men are problem-solving based kind of people, right? We like to do 2 plus 2 is 4. We figured it out how we're gonna get there, right? This is why, like, sometimes a lot of girls do this. Like, she was like, "Well, I want you to listen to me. This happened to me. This happened to me." And then we're trying to give you the solution of the problem. She be like, "No, I don't want you to solve my problem. I want you to listen to me." I'm like, "Why are you telling me for then? The fuck you telling me this shit for?"
It's called venting.
I hate
it. That's exactly why with most. Honestly, I would suggest in a relationship, when it comes down to stuff like that, that's when you walk into the room and you present a problem, immediately your partner should go ahead and say, "Okay, do you want me to solve your problem, or do you just want to vent?"
But men don't.
But men are problem solvers, so their initial responses
immediately when you
ain't gotta solve all my
problems. Everybody, stop. Everybody. You say men are not problem solvers. Where you get that from?
Wait, what?
She said
I said men's natural responses to problem solve.
Oh,
they're not going to ask the question. Relax.
I thought I heard you.
He's hearing what he want to hear. He ready to argue.
You hear that? You saw that?
Karen, don't do that.
Problematic and combative.
Karen, hold on. Let's put context to that. I literally told everybody, let me hear what she said to reiterate, to make sure I heard it clearly. Did I not? Andrea, your mic. Andrea, I don't know what's wrong with your mic. Your mic freaking bad.
The defense.
Yeah, get out and come back in, baby.
Yeah.
God damn, is that Terminator?
Twilight Zone.
You can't cross examine.
Your shit.
I apologize. I had to kick you out, baby. Something wrong with your mic. It's bad. But Candace, I did not accuse you. I told everybody to let me hear what she said. And once you cleared up the statement, I conceded. Thank you.
You got the floor, Jay.
Yeah, like I was saying, I just have to remember I'm built different, and my relationships are built different because we're pretty much on an even playing field. If there is a problem, we're gonna come into our bedroom, close the door so kids won't hear, and we're gonna address the problem.
Jay.
And then we're gonna solve it together.
I got a question too, Sam.
Jay, I know you don't do gender roles, and your relationship is successful now, but that doesn't mean that you weren't in a relationship where you don't know exactly what they're talking about.
Do we really have to bring that up?
I'm just saying, you barking at them like you don't know. You know.
But Samson,
females know.
But Samson, the thing Jay has to realize is that when we're speaking about the norms and not her isolated ideology and situation.
Because you got some good shit now, but you didn't always have some good shit.
So
that is
Jay,
true, and that I felt like.
Hold on, y'all. So Jay, do you understand when we're having these conversations, you have to speak about the norm and not your situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a question for the ladies. Let's say I put that scenario: your man loses his job. He don't come home and tell you he had went behind somewhere else and got another job without you knowing. You could tell something wrong with him. You ask him what's wrong. He be like, man, it's some came up at work. Don't worry about it. I already got it handled.
Nah, that hold on. Why so I don't agree with that because when I was with my ex-wife, when I got fired at this one job, Karen, no.
No, it's just a hypothetical.
Hold on. When I was with my ex-wife and I got fired from the one job that I ever got fired from in my life, the first thing I did was call her and tell her. I wasn't looking for her to solve.
Finish his question,
I wasn't looking for her to solve a problem. I was just calling her to let her know that, hey, I was messed up.
We're not talking about just your personal experience. Can you ask the question?
Hold on now.
You just said this to Jay.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead, hypocrite.
I'm running this. I am
Go
a
ahead.
hypocrite. I am a hypocrite in some areas. I listen, I done told y'all I'm a hypocrite in some areas.
It's my first time hearing it, but
right or wrong.
I think it's my first time hearing it too, but go ahead. I believe him. I trust him.
Okay, so when I say I'm a hypocrite, when I say I'm a hypocrite, I'm talking about I believe in double standards in a real way.
Oh, we know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But go ahead, why so serious? So I just wanted to say that men do that. If you're married and you're in a real situation, just calling your wife to tell you got fired that ain't nothing bad.
I'm not saying that. I was just putting a hypothetical. I just see where their mind was at. So my hypothetical, he does that. He come home, the problem solved without you knowing. Would you rather him do that, solve the problem on his own in a good way, y'all go out that night, or he come to you, woe is me? One of the I'm giving y'all both sides of an extreme because most men not gonna do that.
I'd rather him solve it. I'd rather him solve it because I'm just gonna worry. I'm gonna worry and start thinking of 1,000,001 solutions. So I'd rather him just solve it and be like, listen. I mean, now I don't want like weeks to go by and everybody know he ain't got this job except for me.
Well, that's
why you gonna leave him?
I don't even know why.
No, Trey, no. Did he get locked up? Did he lose his job because he got locked up?
90 days to get another one. As soon as he loses his job, everybody know he got 90 days. The clock starts as soon as he loses his job. He already at the employment office fucking around with you. I'm sorry, Facebook. Stop playing. Stop playing on this live. In Jesus' name.
That's so shady. But to answer the question,
I think Jay and Candace the only real ones on here.
Wait, what?
Ooh,
we're all real.
Don't do Karen like that. Don't do Karen like that.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, y'all heard that.
Wow, that's crazy. Rose, what was
listen, hold on, look. Because Rose leaving, you get fired. Listen, you get fired. Rose leaving you. Let's get that understood. You got 2 days and two sunrises, 2 moonlights, and then Karen, you gonna get slapped by a nigga. You can't even swing back at the restaurant because she gonna leave you if you defend yourself. So what we doing?
Damn.
I did not say if he defend himself. See, you twisting it up. I did not even say that.
Don't do Karen like that. She didn't say that.
Rod Neal, what to do, family? Neal, what to do? You're lying.
I don't never gotta lie. Samson know what I said.
Hey, Pop, Blanco, you say you want to fill Karen up? You bet not, because I'm telling you, if y'all get into the public, you can't fight nobody. You gotta be a pussy.
Trey, don't do her like that.
She talking, man. She gonna come to the jail.
Don't try to get Karen on your side 90 days.
And bring me.
Don't try to get Karen on your side.
Hey, she gonna come to the prison, bring me some food, man. We're gonna get married. That's the only time I'm gonna get married, so we can get the how you call them, those kind of bases when you marry, so we can go to the back room, You know what I mean? Yeah, she ain't living it, man.
Visit.
Yeah, there you go. Conjugal business. Yeah, we're gonna get one of those. Hey, I pay the guard. I ain't tripping, man. You know what I mean? She ain't living. She just talking, bro. She talking.
Hey, y'all, real quick, hold on. So I had the next two questions are diabolical. Let me tell y'all why. I'm gonna say these next two questions, and y'all just tell me who comes to mind.
I wanted to answer why so serious.
I stayed already.
Go ahead, Candace.
Why so serious had a thing? Yeah.
It was just real quick. I would prefer my dude to go ahead and fix the problem and then let me know, because I bring all my problems to my dude, expect him to fix it too. So I can't.
There you go.
Don't put that.
Candace, okay.
I'm already stressed out for the potential
There you go.
problems.
Oh, hold on. So you telling me you understand what a woman's place is?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a time when a woman knowed her place, and that was in the kitchen and in the bedroom.
Get that shit out of here.
Why you?
Play? Hold on. Let me play it one more time.
And I remember a time when a woman knowed her place, and that was in the kitchen and in the bedroom.
That's crazy.
I'm dead.
I don't agree.
You know why?
You are so selfish. You are so selfish. And you don't even realize it.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Facebook.
Yeah. Women are not good with pressure, bro. I'm telling you. I mean, it's not a bad thing. You just ain't good with pressure at all. You just ain't.
All right, real quick,
Can I
y'all.
push back on that though?
Watch these next two questions.
Oh, wait. She's back. The lawyer's back. I can hear her. Come back.
Yes, you can hear me. Sorry about the audio earlier. My bad, y'all.
What was you doing?
A Timu
I don't know.
lawyer.
I think it was my phone. It was anyway.
Andrea, that was
I'm no
terrible.
lawyer.
I'm
I'm sorry, y'all. I hope that didn't mess up your stream.
Andrea, it's a joke. I swear to God. Like, I'm
Okay, my bad,
I
y'all.
messing with the girl with the shiny
Andrea
forehead
sounds sexy
and the
though.
light skinned girl with makeup on tonight. Listen, I'm just saying.
I don't have makeup on. I
What's
have
wrong with her
lip gloss on.
makeup?
I only have lip gloss on.
Andrea, I know she don't have makeup on trying to be funny. God dang, quit killing the jokes.
Yeah, she too serious, bro. She too serious.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that old lame stuff you doing tonight. I'm on your neck tonight. I usually be on your side. You gonna make me come out my body.
He ain't gonna
Damn.
Back Karen. I got you.
Damn.
Hold on, real quick, y'all gotta hear these questions though. I'm telling y'all for the laugh like mother.
About rules.
I can't get the. You know what? Y'all run the show. I'm done with asking questions. Don't worry about it.
Rules.
I can't run my own show. Go ahead now, guys. Go ahead.
Go ahead, ask the question.
Nope.
We already did about rules though. Come on.
Can you ask the question, please, sir?
Only because you asked, Candace. Only because you asked. And only because OG like your lips.
Oh shit.
I can't say nothing. I
OG,
can't be on
OG
camera.
wine, son of that
Oh
chocolate.
my God, why you so serious?
First of all, your soup
hold on,
is
ain't
bigger
that
than
crazy?
all
I
the
said,
NIGGAs on this panel.
Samson, you heard that? I said, why you so serious? That's a nigga name.
Why so serious?
Can you put it on the big screen, Trey, please?
Put who on the big screen?
Miss Candace, because I want to see this lip joke. This lip fetish that my man OG got.
Definitely not turning her camera back on.
Blanco, she's a shy and she's a reformed Christian, so we can't do that.
Me too.
We just being honest. We all black on this panel, and her soup cool is bigger than everybody's on this panel.
Andrea, you over struggle streaming, friend.
Stop being mean, Samson.
Okay.
Oh, she gonna touch the camera on now.
Okay, Jay.
She turned the light out. Now, let us see stuff. Hold on now. What you got on?
What was that? It was like a red room. Oh yeah, she do got some big lips. I see that. Okay. I see what OG is talking about.
Hey, y'all, watch this. Watch this. These are two real questions on my list tonight. It's crazy. Are people using therapy language? I'm healing. I'm not ready to avoid accountability.
Yes.
Oh, it's not about rules.
That's how you feel, Trey?
That's the questions. This is how you want to die. I swear to God, that's a question.
How you feeling, Trey?
Bro, I didn't. And then the next one is the question after that is, can someone truly be working on themselves while deeply entangled with someone else?
Oh, I know who these about.
I knew who the first one was about.
No. No.
I know who the first one's about too.
Hey man, this getting sticky.
It's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic that these questions posed themselves.
Where he at?
Wolf, where you at? Wolf, where you at? Might as well come.
Hey, look.
Nah, he might be watching. It might be corn hour right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, he don't
I
say
didn't
he
get
watch
that.
it every day.
He'll be here when he done.
Wow.
Yo, Miss Maury's a demon, bro. She's a demon.
So, I need y'all to
You
answer
know
this
what?
question.
I'm just repeating what he said.
Hey, listen, we still have not met the super chat and cash app goals, okay? Because y'all, do your thing, be a blessing. If y'all enjoying the stream, I know we giving y'all hella entertainment. Y'all could be watching Netflix and chilling with your chick, but y'all here with us, so we appreciate y'all. All right, now, the question is, I want Urban to tackle this one. If you're not healed, should you be dating at all or just gone?
Shouldn't be dating at all, period.
Okay, what about hitting something on the side, getting a little sticky, icky, wicky?
Heck yeah.
Oh, so they can still hit something.
That healing thing, bro.
Now hold on. Now you the goddamn red pill matador on the goddamn panel, and so a man, while he's healing, he can still be hitting something.
Yeah, because you got the sexual needs. Why not?
Oh, okay.
Hey,
But
you don't think that's causing you to like derail from the healing that you're doing?
No.
Yeah.
Or what are they getting? A sexual healing only? Because like, what kind of healing are they getting?
Because I'm being honest, Urban.
I may need to get his nut off, man, in order for him to operate during the week.
I already had a conversation with a dude about healing, Urban, and it didn't go that well. So I'm gonna have this conversation with you because I'm trying to get some clarification on this. So are you telling me that having sex with someone, consensual sex with someone, is healing?
No, that ain't what I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
Not at all. You can't get healed from having sex with someone, but however, if you trying to get past your sexual urges in the process of that day, yeah.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I got you.
That healing thing is nothing but internet talk to turn themselves into victims. Oh, look at me, I'm healing. I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit, bro. Because they diagnose themselves, right? And at the same time, they cure themselves. So nobody else get to determine if you heal and when you cure, right? So how do you determine that you're ready to go out there again once you say you're healing? How you know
What
that?
if they actually have a life coach, a pastor, a therapist, or something like that, Blanco?
Pastors are nothing but pimps and hope sellers, okay? What is it? A life coach. Some random nigga of Instagram? Okay, I'm a life coach. How about I coach? Go ahead, send me a cash, nigga. I'll give you all the advice you need in life.
Hey, Blanco,
don't worry
listen,
about it.
Blanco, man, listen, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you can get life coach certifications off the internet, bro. Like it's
Sure
diabolical. Because somebody on this platform will literally talking about, oh, such and such is a life coach, and because they got a few followers. I'm not gonna point out nobody.
Bro, yo, listen. I mess with a couple of girls.
Bio Blanco, and they run. That's how women get easily manipulated, bro. They believe anything somebody say, boy.
Do you want better, Trey?
I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna land. That's like Derrick Jackson did what he did, and his actual followers went up after he did what he did, and women still in his comments listening to this nigga. Y'all
That's diabolical. Like I don't understand it.
Trey, I'll do you one better, right? I don't mess with a couple of girls that are got a psychology degree, right? They think they're so smart, right? And they became a therapist. One of them, she do couples counseling, right? I used to mess with her back in the day. Very beautiful girl, right? Now, moving forward, now She is the side piece to a nigga. To remind you, she do couple therapy, bro. Do you see how crazy that is, bro?
No,
I'm like, yo,
bro.
how the hell you a therapist for couples and you a side piece?
I don't think that's crazy at all. Everybody's woosah is different.
So I mean, I find it.
No, hold on, time out. My point is very simple, bro. A lot of that shit is bunch of bullshit. Dating coach, counseling, that shit is a bunch. You know what I call it, Samson? You paying for a friend. That's what you're doing. Take it away when you when you get touched as a kid, or you got grape, or you went to Iraq and so a couple of people get their head blown out. I'm not talking about that. They deserve to go talk to somebody. I know. I'm talking about people they talk about go to counseling and talking to dating coach all the time, but that shit ain't real, bro. That shit ain't real, fam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not real because, you know, you have some good ones, you have some bad ones. But from my personal experience, yeah, the therapists I know seem to have their lives be worse than the people I feel like they be talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
my therapist was the same way.
Do you
Her
know
life
how
was
many people they
chaotic.
deal with on a regular? Like, you got some therapists out there who people call them 24/7. Like, they gotta be on call. You listen to other people's issues, and everybody got their own problem because nobody's completely sane.
Yeah, the worst thing you can do is get a therapist without a therapist.
Yeah, like a lot of therapists have
most
therapists.
therapists have therapists. Like, I think it's actually like kind of like required that
Are
they
you serious?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, because you got to think about, bro, when you sitting back and when you sitting down and people are dumping on you all day, bro, that's not healthy, bro. I don't know why people think that's healthy. So therapists have to have a therapist, bro. If not, I'm telling you.
But Trey, me going back and forth with this girl that I used to mess with, and so I love to go back and forth with them to challenge their knowledge, right? And they told me, this is what they told me out of her mouth, right? They're not there to fix your problems. I'm like, yo, so what the fuck they paying you for? Like, yo, if I go to somebody, I need you to fix if I got a broken leg, I don't need the doctor to tell me, I'm not gonna fix your leg. I'm gonna, like, what? That makes no sense, bro. But hey, man, if you like it, I love it.
All right, real quick. Are men avoiding commitment or avoiding the wrong woman?
Damn, that's tough.
Huh?
Oh yeah, y'all
We ain't really answer the other question.
I know the ladies didn't like that one. Let me say it again. So
Are
y'all
men
can
avoiding women commitment or what?
Are men avoiding commitment or avoiding the wrong woman?
I think it's a little bit
Avoiding
of
the
both.
wrong woman.
Like, I think it's a little bit of both because, like, some men are avoiding commitment because they don't see the benefit of the commitment because the woman is already giving him access to everything without being committed. So, like, why commit if you are getting access to everything you want? Now, some men want a wife, want to be married. They desire to have be a husband and a family, but they probably keep running into the wrong women. So
go ahead.
No man, Rose, you saying none of the men are running into the wrong women? None of them?
I'm not saying
Zero?
none of them, but I'm not saying none of them, but I do think that is more so they're just avoiding commitment. We're talking about majority, right? Because that's how people end up in 10-year plus relationships. They're together. She's doing everything she needs to do. The man is happy. He just haven't put a ring on it. And that goes back to what you was just saying. Like, they have that woman. They so-called want the commitment, but they're just not doing it because they're getting everything without her demanding the ring.
So I think in times like that, because a lot of times we see where a man could be in a relationship for 10, 15 years, not marry her, get out of that, and then marry the next woman in 6 months. I think she wasn't the right woman. Like, I don't think he was necessarily avoiding commitment. She was allowing him to continue to do all of this, knowing he wasn't going to fully commit. And then he finds the right woman. And next thing you know, he's married 6 months to a year. Where he was just in this situation for 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. But at some point, that falls on a woman because you allowed the man to string you along, if you will, for that long
It
time
depends on if that
frame.
man actually strung her along. Maybe he told her what the guidelines were or what he wanted, and she couldn't provide for it. And
10 years, I'm not waiting for an
I mean, she
engagement.
stuck around thinking that she could possibly do it, and she still couldn't do it. At least not to his standards.
Yeah.
No,
Like I know someone who like the standard was like they've been together for like.
This is what I've seen through my whole life, right? I've seen a lot of this type of relationship. A man and a woman get together and they just live with each other. They don't get married, but they be together until right now. That's what I see most of them do. 10, 15, 20 years, they still, to me, that counts as a marriage. That if they're still together, they just haven't go to the court and do it. Why is that not considered a marriage?
Well, technically in the state, in some
It's
states,
common
that's
law.
considered common law.
Yeah, Blanco, that's the point that I was going to make. See, the men are committed. It is that they're not committed to the way that the woman wants them to be committed. That's where it boils down to. So he's getting all the commitment and everything, but she wants the whole show. She wants the wedding ring. She wants to walk around with the dress and all the stuff there, right? But he's not giving that to her. But that's still a commitment. Y'all still in a relationship, so you still committed.
Right, but that's not the commitment that he probably promised her.
It don't matter. It's commitment.
It's always on the man, huh, Rose?
No, it does matter. It does.
Yeah, it don't matter because once when she agreed to that, then that's a commitment. If she agreed to give her body to this dude, she agreed to live or cohabitate with this dude, give this dude a child. That's a commitment.
That's a
Right, but then y'all.
But my man, for the most part, what I've seen, they just get together, bro. I don't think the women is putting pressure on them. They just cool with the situation that they got going on. They got kids. The people that I know got kids, they bought houses together. They live together, 10, 15, it's still going strong. They just don't care for the part of doing the marriage thing. They both happy where they at right now. I don't think it's one party wanting married, the other one don't. I don't think that's the case for the most part. They just cool with living with each other. That's it.
Okay, but then there's a contradiction here because men say they want women to show certain things. We're a wife, we can do this and do that before y'all want to put a ring on it, and then y'all say y'all don't want to put a ring on it because
No, but Rose, that's a wife if they live together. They together right now. They doing the same thing as a married couple. The only difference, they haven't go sign the paper to the court. That's it.
He's basically saying that they just avoid doing taxes together. That's about it.
And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. People don't understand, like they underestimate in the value of marriage. That's the problem.
Rose. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for you to look at women in situations like that and understand that they winning? Like you think that.
You know
yeah.
that.
Why do you think women be at the bottom of everything in certain situations if they not married, bro?
What are they winning?
What you mean? And then what's the difference between a married man and a woman? And what's the difference? Cause I already know what y'all gonna say. Y'all say this all the time. What's the difference between somebody that's been together 20 years and a married man and a woman? Y'all gonna say, well, when he died, his family can't do it. But at the end of the day, he's about to die. That's for your vanity, not his. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, pull the plug if he could say it, if he's in a comatose situation. Now, what's the difference between being with somebody 20 years and being married 20 years, especially in 2026?
I think y'all underestimate the value of really having somebody, a wife, like a real wife.
You're not answering the question. You didn't answer Wassow's serious question.
I'm answering his question now. And I said, I think y'all underestimate the value of a real wife. I'm not, and I understand. But
we underestimate the value, or women underestimate their value?
No, I think y'all are. And
so let me ask you,
I don't want to bring up the Bible because
what benefit do I get by making my girlfriend my wife? I don't get by keeping her as my girlfriend.
Because now she's obligated to do those things for you. You created you have that covenant and that.
She's doing them already, Rose. That's the point I'm gonna make.
But
he's acting as a husband. There is no difference. There is no difference.
Hold on. We talking to Rose. Rose, they ain't gonna do certain things until she's married. Like she ain't gonna do certain things until she's in a relationship. So she's not looking at from that standpoint of when you with me and you're gonna have to show wifely duties before we get married. I'm just not finna marry you and banking on you gonna be my wife and do wifely duties.
But then when y'all get those, that delays the marriage because y'all already getting the cow. Y'all ain't got a battle milk. You already got access to the cow.
Because y'all already giving up y'all pooty wop before we done gave y'all real commitment. So who fault is that?
And you're right, because women give access. So
and y'all
I learned something new
y'all
today.
be outputting. So it's a give and take, but that's just how hookup culture is right now. Because even if a woman hold back, a self-respecting man gonna look at it as, why am I finna let you put me through the ringer? I know you probably be a good woman. When it's a girl up the block, I can knock off for you. Get her a 10p chicken nugget from McDonald's, and she gonna be satisfied, and we gonna be rocking for the next couple months. While any man that just want companionship gonna look at it from that standpoint. Not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, like, why would I put in work for you? Like, I'm telling you, to be honest, a woman gotta be somewhat of a slore to get like something. Like, it's crazy, but that's just how hookup culture is. The same way some thing is, it is.
I think that's the problem, is because it's hookup culture. There's a couple things I did want to point.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
So it's a couple things I wanted to just jump in real quick, and I'm gonna let y'all have y'all time, right? But two parts is, I've always said that when it comes to dating, the woman is the one that decides the sex. So the woman gives access to the sex, but the man is the one that decides the tone of the relationship and who sets the tone for the relationship and the commitment of said relationship. So I feel when it comes to marriage, right now, the reason why we're experiencing this is because women are giving so much access to their bodies. Men have the perception of options. They also have the options. And so I think the issue isn't necessarily men not wanting to commit, but it's a fear of committing to the wrong type of woman, or it's a fear of committing to the wrong woman because they're looking at the example of unsuccessful marriages or marriages that end in divorce, the manipulation of women that are exploiting the double standard when it comes to dating, and women that are exploiting the circumstances right now in the hookup culture and pushing women being more promiscuous versus instilling the value of a woman and instilling the value of a relationship. And then to solidify my last thought is, what is the benefit a man is going to get when entering into a marriage when having a woman? In the Bible, it says, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing and has favor with the Lord. I want to talk about two things before I end it. The Bible does say when a man findeth a wife, so she's already operating in the mindset of being a wife.
Come on, girl.
But the man also has favor with the Lord. So we are both benefiting in this union, and that is the whole point of the union. The problem is we've all fell short in realizing, like Rose said, the value of the marriage and how it was meant to be originally.
Right,
because marriage in the way is transactional.
Podcast over.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're gonna go there. Because technically,
I'm sorry, it's gonna be over for me. It's past my bedtime.
Technically, well, Jay, you know, I know it's probably if you gotta go, you gotta go. We're in Georgia. We appreciate you for coming. But technically, men marry virgins.
Back then?
Yes.
Yeah, facts. And then on top of that, your dad gave you off. So it's like you wasn't picking. And not to
the
say
woman at the well had multiple husbands.
Who?
The idea
no, she did not.
She slept with husbands, but she was married before. She had multiple husbands and she slept with men as well. But it wasn't the woman at the well.
Look, Candace, she didn't have multiple husbands simultaneously.
I know, not simultaneously. I didn't say she was having an orgy.
Okay, let's put context in it. Because people
Jesus said, "You are right. You've had multiple husbands, and the man that you are with now is not your husband.
Not yours." Exactly. There you go. Baby,
you're talking
to a Bible scholar.
Candace, can I ask you a question? Hold on, Rose. Hold on. Can a man and a woman operate as a husband and a wife without including the courts? Can they just live together for 7, 8, 10 plus years? That's his woman, this is her husband, but they just never went to the court and put it on paper. Can they still do that, what you just described?
No.
That would be considered a common law marriage, but no. not to me, but people can do whatever they want to. It's a free country. That's not going to be a marriage in my eyes.
Okay. How they determine marriage in the Bible when it was in courts back then?
They don't know.
No, when you come into covenant with your spouse, you're still getting married. The difference is we did incorporate the legal term, the legal aspect, or bringing the courts into it. But if we both were to come together in covenant in front of God and say that this is my partner, or I take this vow and I enter into this covenant in this relationship, then you are married. The problem is that we've complicated it with all the legality of it. I understand what you're saying, Blanco, by bringing the courts into it, but the benefits outside of that is going to be, I need to make sure that I'm taken care of, as well as the children that we produce. As the head of the household, I would think the husband would also want to make sure that the children that is coming from his wife is taken care of. That's why we have to go through the legality of going through the courts to make sure that it's taken care of. And so there no terms.
Hold on. So after that, let me explain, Blanco. Hold on, real quick. You done?
No, Trey. Before you go, 10 seconds, because you the Bible person that probably know the Bible better than anybody else. I know that religious.
No, I didn't say that. Don't put that on me.
Right?
He said Trey.
No, I'm talking about Trey, baby,
Okay.
Trey. How can they determine a marriage back in the Bible times? Because they always using the Bible thing, but like
No.
I don't think it was courts back then.
I was going to help you out. No.
Go ahead.
You were married once you had sex.
Yeah, in the Bible. Yeah,
that's what I know.
Yeah,
prove me wrong.
That's
what I heard. That's what I read.
What they say, even if he had another woman,
prove me wrong.
What they say about. If he raped, they said something about him having sex with another. The minute he has
what it is that when a certain group of people, if they go take over, like let's say they're at war, right? Mm-hmm. And they take the wives and the children. If they take advantage of the young lady, whatever young lady they took advantage of, they had to make that woman their wife.
Yep, they would say it in the Bible.
So consummations is what solidified marriage back in the Bible days. So how many husbands y'all got?
Some of them don't count. But now though.
But what I was gonna say was
you see how Rose would have
because you're talking about consummating you asking something. So I was about to pull up the research on it, but you're talking about consummating a marriage, but the marriage itself was a covenant between a man and a woman. So it's the consummation, is the sex part, but you still had to go into covenant, bringing you, God, and your spouse into that relationship.
But Candace, the marriage was not solidified until you consummated.
Yeah.
You're saying consummation, and I understand you're saying the marriage wasn't solidified until consummated, but the marriage is the covenant between the man, the wife, and God.
Candace,
that is what marriage is.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but again, it was not solidified until you had sex. Go do the research.
See, now y'all got on me last time about playing with words and stuff like that. We talked about what is a marriage and what would be the marriage in the Bible, but now you're saying consummating and what's making it official is sex. Okay,
so
that's different. That's two different things.
No, we good. We rocking with each other. So watch this, Candace. What's Kool-Aid without sugar?
Nasty.
And Jesus turned water into wine. What are we talking about?
So what I'm saying is this, right? You can have the Kool-Aid pack all day. It's Kool-Aid. But guess what? We recognize that it's Kool-Aid. But it would not taste good until you add the goddamn sugar. So again, the marriage was not solidified until you broke her seal. That's why I.E. is called Papa Cherry. That was a reposition of the blood covenant. Do y'all understand that? When you pop a woman cherry, that's breaking the seal. That's the blood covenant. We're so warped in this westernized country. They don't strip us of all our heritage, stripped us of our history and everything, and we're doing everything wrong.
But you said, hold on. But you said in the beginning.
I don't want to turn this into a spiritual debate.
No. But we done got there now. I just have I got a question, because you said that marriage is official once you have sex with the man, right? That's what you said. Yeah. That's what solidifies the marriage, right? So then, based on what you're saying, the covenant isn't what's important. It's the sex part.
No.
Because that's what you said. Because I'm
It's a
trying to make
part
sure
of
we
it,
understand the
Candace.
full process. The covenant
Candace,
is important.
Candace, it all goes into one. Okay, it's all together.
So it's
You
two
can't
parts. It's
separate
not
it.
just one without the other.
Because
Then.
people could think, okay, Candace, people didn't get married unless you were procreating. That was the whole point to us getting married, was to procreate. We were not having fun. They didn't have hookup culture. You were ostracized. You were stoned.
If you were, yeah. Or got branded with the letter A, with the letter
A. This was a whole different culture.
I understand that, but what I'm saying, what you just said kind of just solidified what I'm getting at though. They did not get married just to have sex. But you are saying having sex was the marriage. If you had sex, you were married. So how many husbands do we have? But if that's the case, that's what you I understand, but I'm saying your words. I'm reiterating what you said. But if that was the case, and sex is what's gonna bring us together in this marriage, then there would be no fornication and sin. We all just out here creating marriages, regardless of the broken homes, regardless of all the different children that's happening. Fornication would not be a sin.
No, it is a sin. And
I know it is, but I'm just trying to follow your logic.
At the end of the day, no, I'm speaking the word. I'm not giving analogies and conflating.
I'm talking words.
You're conflating. You are conflating. But again,
I'm not conflating. I'm trying to understand you.
Your husband is the first nigga you gave something to. Period. In God's eyes, if we want to be technical, since we want to go to the Bible, so go back to that nigga you lost your virginity to.
I was violated.
Well, listen.
So
I that's a whole nother. I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm just saying because you put it on me, so I just want to make sure.
I'm talking about consensual experiences. I don't recognize niggas that do stuff like that. I don't even recognize people like that.
Yeah, they should die. People, men that do shit.
So I'm sure that I was not trying to be hideous.
I understand, but now you because the way you started to come at me, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Just bring it down just a little bit. I'm being respectful.
No.
So I just want to make sure we cool.
This is me every day. Can't ask anybody.
This is me too, but I'm saying the conversation has went to a different topic.
Candace, you're trying to change. So I just match your energy.
No.
Okay,
I use a reference. But now you wanted to, because I started to use scripture and saying, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. Now we want to change what marriage is. And now we're wanting to conflate that because Mr. Blanco asked if you could still be in a relationship for 10 years without going to court. So now the whole conversation has went into a complete circle.
Let me ask you. Hold on. No. So I got it. So Candace, let me ask you a question. Tell me what I took out of context.
What I have a problem with, because you're saying now you're talking Bible. Once you said that a man and a woman having sex, that's a marriage, that is still minimizing what the covenant was biblically to me. That's minimizing that whole concept. That's minimizing the relationship. I understand what you're talking about, and we're supposed to be virgins. But I'm talking about the two part of it, and you're just focusing on the sex aspect. The two part is the marriage is the covenant between man, woman, and God. And you're talking about the consummation, which is having sex.
Okay, so Candace, I'm going to ask you again. Tell me what I took out of context.
I just explained it.
You didn't tell me what I took out of context.
Yes, I did. Once you mentioned having sex was marriage, that is not marriage. That is the consummation of the marriage.
That makes it official.
That makes it official, but that is not the marriage. That's the consummation of the marriage, but the marriage already has to be intact. You already have to be married to consummate the marriage.
If you do not listen, I and you are correct. But again, it is not recognized until you consummate, period.
Right, but no, it is a two-part because it has to be a public it has to be a public ceremony before God. It has to be public. So that has to be before God, before the people, and you go before them and you make that covenant public.
Rose, that's not the way everybody got married in biblical times. It's not even true.
They didn't do that. Only people that did that were people who were married off. They had kings, queens, and they was getting married off princes and princesses. The common folk people, bro, them folk was basically eloping. They was getting
and novels too. You have to have like a
I
certain
want to be.
positions according to.
Yeah, I want to be with you. You want to be with me. We had sex. Now we together for the rest of our life. That's how it was in the Bible. Now,
So hold on, because I'm referring to I'm trying to find the verse, but it does say marriage is a vow of promise made not just to each other, but with God as a witness. This union is meant to be. Hold on. This union is meant to be public, recognized commitment before God. So of course, if we take the government out of it, okay, they didn't have that back then. That's something that we just do now from a natural point. But it does say that it has to be a public ceremony.
They talking amongst themselves of professing your love, meaning I'm gonna let the world know this is my woman, but we ain't got to get married before everybody. That's because they didn't have priests back then. Wasn't nobody going to the church. They was really praying to. They
didn't even have the Bible back then.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because in church, you got to get married to the Bible. The priest holding the Bible. They didn't have priests marrying you all. They jumped the broom, but they didn't have they didn't go to no church or no Catholic. They didn't go to
we're taking modernized, westernized church and making it a doctrine of itself. And it's not even true. Respectfully.
And that's the thing why modern marriage is crazy, because the government found out that we can make bread off that, because women are incentivized to get married.
Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, 30K, I'm dropping the link for you. Pull up 30K.
As garbage as it is, women are incentivized to leave. Women are incentivized to get married. They also incentivized to get divorced. I'm not saying that it's every woman, but come on, man. Most of the richest women in the world, how did they get their wealth? Because it definitely wasn't creating no business. They either got it in inheritance or divorce.
Hey, real quick, I know Rod Neal want to get in there. Go ahead, Rod.
I would say, a couple. I know y'all got all, everybody got the flipping pages in the Bible and whatnot. So I'm just gonna go back and answer a couple questions. First thing is that I think as far as guys and commitment or whatever, I don't necessarily. I guess it could be a commitment issue. I do think guys originally they probably want to get married till they get their heart broke a couple times. But I think also too because something that Rose said that stick out, and you hear with a lot of women, which is they was doing everything right. If you go back and you ask most women what happened in your last 3 or 4 relationships, a good portion of the time they're not gonna say anything that they did. They was doing everything right, and it was always the dude's fault. And a lot of times that's the biggest problem, even if you're in a relationship right now and it's not going any further, because you may think you're doing everything right, but you may not doing something specific to that certain man that he needs. So a lot of time it get rooted in the woman's selfishness that she gonna do certain things that she want to do because she's happy, but she may not be considerate of what other things specific to that man is gonna make him happy. And so that can really slow down the aspect of the relationship. Well, so I think you want to keep that into consideration. The other part about it is I know you guys talked about the importance of having a wife. So from my viewpoint, again, I think it really is going to be a lot about compatibility. So, right, you got to understand that nobody, including nobody's perfect, right? So we all got strengths, we all got weaknesses. If you're dealing with somebody that you are very compatible with, you want to hope that they could offset some of the things that you may not be strong in, and vice versa, right? That's how you can come together and be like a well-oiled machine. But again, a lot of times people don't look for certain things. A lot of people don't look for things where you can be compatible in that aspect, to where you can come together, you can cover each other's blind spots, so then you can move where can't nothing jump in y'all way. So that's the biggest part of the problem too. Why relationships don't go forward. So you got your own thing that you claim that you want because you don't need nobody. You gotta want them. So you don't think about the aspects that you need that really make the relationship go forward, right? And you don't think about how you can be a need or help to somebody else, because most times you're thinking about yourself and how your own stuff can get met. So that's all I got on that.
Well, I think that's a good point, because I think a lot of people think that from a biblical standpoint that marriage is supposed to be about them too. Just them two in that union, when it's really about modeling, God's love, how he made that sacrifice and how he loved the church. And that's why you have that umbrella that the man is the head of the household and he's to lead, love, and provide and protect for the woman, and he's to give that that sacrificial love to his wife. And then you have the wife that's supposed to nurture and, regulate the household, and she's supposed to be under his submission. And then you have the kids that's supposed to be under the woman's submission. And the family dynamic is supposed to model how Christ loved and sacrificed for the church. So I think if a lot of people understand that, they would know that it's really just not about them. Like, you're officially on assignment, because you got to think, the devil will attack a marriage. As soon as he know that they're meant for each other, that's when all chaos and confusion breaks out. So I think if people understand what a marriage is truly rooted and grounded in, this probably wouldn't even be a conversation.
All right, let me 10 seconds, please.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to 30K for the $10.
That's what I was gonna do.
Silk Road Fund. Appreciate it, my brother. 30K, after Blanco makes his statement, go ahead and chime in. And I already know you're about to chime in. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. What Red Lipstick say? I am being told to leave your stream because Director Dinner assumptions. Have a good stream. Hey, you don't have to leave, Petty Red. What's going on?
He always talking like that. Always in the comments. He's been ignored for the whole night. But
wait, has he been talking crazy?
Hey, Petty Red, you don't have to go nowhere.
In my opinion,
Yeah, Red is love. Red is family right there. That's my baby.
He always
What's wrong with y'all niggas?
Hey, go ahead, Blanco. You had something to say. Then after Blanco, 30K, you go. Because I know
I was gonna do that. I was gonna do the same thing you were doing. I gotta celebrate my hunger, one of my day one supporters. Thank you, Alicia, for the $50 cash app, baby. You see, she used to give me hell. Now she loves your boy, baby. Hey, Alicia, baby, I know you're in New York. I'm right around the corner, baby.
We gotta speak
Thank you for that support, baby.
We gotta speak on this real quick, Trey. Hold on.
What up, fam?
Hey, Director Donis, man. Hey, man, you gotta relax in the comments, dog. Like, this is crazy, fam. Like, you calling people, hey, and we already say it's for Facebook, man. You can't be calling people witches and disrespecting. Come on, man. You gotta relax, bro. Relax, please relax, man. Don't want nobody leaving the stream. Everybody just keep it respectful, man. Director Donis, relax, bro. And you telling me to chill? I just scrolled up. I've been chilling. you ain't been chilling. I just scrolled up and looked at it. Dog.
Hey, no red lipstick by slander, man. She is leave her alone, brother. That's one of the sweetest girls around here. Leave her alone.
All right, real quick. Go ahead, 30K.
Yeah, that's my bad, y'all. I just got in here. I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up and then I saw that you was live. I said, damn, I forgot.
No,
yeah, I was trying to understand what the original question was. The original question before we got to it, because I heard the different perspectives of what marriage means to them, and then trying to substantiate their point by going to different references. So I didn't understand what the original question was to get to that point.
Yeah, I don't remember as well, if I'm being honest.
I think the original question was something about like,
was it commitment versus finding the right woman?
Yes, that question.
No, I know what it was. I think 30K was trying. I think why so serious was talking about what's the difference. Him or Blanco was talking. What's the difference between being in a 20-year relationship and a 20-year marriage or something like that?
All I said was, what benefits do I? Which is a good question for Neil. What benefits do I get by making my girlfriend my wife? I don't get by keeping her as my girlfriend. in 2026 with the way that the dating and sexual market is set up. In other words, because he said he been rocking how many years? A long time. So the hookup, the dating culture is different from back then. So that's how a lot of men look at commitment. Like, why would I commit to a woman that has 1 foot in and 1 foot out? She got a backup plan, whether it be, i.e., saving her money, other dudes in orbit in rotation, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. I think the biggest issue for that specifically is because we're in America, right? Depending on where you're at around the world, the advantages of being married or the benefits of separating and getting some form of monetary gain is going to be looked at differently. So depending on what a person is looking for to go through the legal system and common day marriage is going to decide that. And that's where the definition of, marriage versus relationship is. If you're in a 20-year relationship and depending on what state you are in the United States, they can still go and file and get some form of alimony, or if they have kids, child support. But if those laws did not exist, I guarantee the way that they will view or the way that they will define a relationship is going to be extremely different. So I think that's the problem when it comes to that. But to answer Why So Serious's question, I'll say for me, this is just me. If I want to turn my girlfriend into a wife, the biggest issue that I will probably be looking at to see if I have to define her as a liability or not is that, hey, if there is a common understanding on how we want to continue our legacy, our teachings, our culture into the next generation, which is the kids, if she's basically being influenced by outside influences and want the kids to look at things her way versus my way, and I'm trying to keep myself pure, keep herself pure, and then preparing the kids so that they don't have to get, put into the meat grinder, what we call today's modern dating market, then that will be my determining factor. That's where I land.
Oh, okay. Anybody else? All right. Okay. So is modern feminism helping or hurting relationship clarity? Is modern feminism helping or hurting relationship clarity?
Modern feminism?
Yes, sir.
Your third or fourth wave, it is destroying it.
It is destroying it. It's definitely hurting. It's destroying it.
I want to make, before this goes into a rabbit hole, right? Feminism is what, a belief, right? It is it's almost like a way of life, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before it goes into something completely different, it is a culture of people that believe that that's the way things should be, so that it affects society and society should follow it. So in that sense, yes, third and fourth wave, extremely obvious on what feminists, right? And that can be man or woman, right? On how they think things should be, how the dating market should be, how relationships should be, even to the point of how structure, as well as who is considered leaders. So it does affect common day relationships as well as the dating market. I'll stop there.
Anybody else?
Yep, I agree.
Okay, let's see. Why do people ignore red flags when emotional chemistry is strong? Why do people ignore red flags when the emotional chemistry is strong? What up?
I was mute, my bad. I want to touch on the last question, if you don't mind. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
The feminism shit is actually destroying women's mind, because it's tricking them into turning them into hard workers like guys are. And I don't think a woman supposed to be outside working all hard and shit for a paycheck, man. I think that's a man thing. You see what I'm saying? And that actually is turning the woman into kind of against the man in a way, because now she thinks she's in an equal footing as a man. Do I think that I don't think she should be just working just like that for a man like that, for another man. So what they're doing is they don't understand that the reason why the system is helping them to do that is because they're getting money out of them. They're getting these houses, these big old loans in houses. They're getting into student loans. They're getting into a whole lot of debt for no reason, versus a woman getting with a man and relying on that man to take care of whatever is around him. I understand that in today's day, like, it's kind of hard to like survive out of one paycheck, but she can still find something to do with that man under the guise and regulations from that man.
Yeah, so modern feminism, it is teaching women to have control and power. That's where it boils down to. Now, the first and second wave, I can agree with, because it was helping women to be liberated, you know what I'm saying, due to the things that they was dealing with the patriarchal system back in the past, you know.
Yeah, I'll caveat, because I mean, I'm with you. Like, to sit there and say that women were subhuman is freaking asinine. Like, what, they're not allowed to get bank accounts and things of that nature, especially if they were working in order to maintain a home. Like, that's asinine. So I don't have a problem with the first and second. Third and fourth is when it got completely out of control.
Right. Third and fourth is teaching women misandry. Literally, every form of anything they gave. College is indoctrination. The job market is indoctrination for women, because at the end of the day, women are more easy to command. A woman, they got a single mother is not gonna quit her job like that. A man, even if he will, like, you can't control men like that, but you can control a woman, which is why most women are in leadership roles. Like, it's the third and fourth wave feminism, bro. They brought in the element of they did a lot, bro. It went against.
The thing is, though, the thing is that women, I think women are their best. I think the thing that brings joy to most women, obviously nothing's 100%, but what I think, from my point of view, the thing that brings them the most joy is being around their kids and their family, right? Think about it when your mama cook for you, your grandma cook for you, your girl cook for you, and she sit down and start watching you eat that food. I think that brings joy to them, right? They have gotten away from that. Now they want to be real niggas outside, right? Working like horses. You ain't built like that. You ain't built like that because you really don't. Most women don't want to be working hard. Let's be honest. They just don't. They go to school to turn around and say, well, I still want a man to take care of me. What the fuck you go to school for then? What you go there for then? If you don't try to work hard. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
I think, modern feminism, was terrible for relationships, because what it really did, well, in the end, what it really did was, like, it made accountability feel like oppression, or like they're being judged for their actions. So it took away, like, holding women accountable, and it, like, framed this whole independence as, like, detachment. Like, it just moved us away from being, having the traditional family. So it just was terrible for relationships. And I think we're not going to be able to get back to, like, the traditional family until something is really done about this whole feminism, whatever is going on.
Yeah, I definitely think it created a division, for sure.
It created feminism led to individualism, baby mama, baby daddy, in all races. Like, it ain't just our race that's dealing with that either. Like, it's an epidemic, period.
Everybody.
Hold on, Wasso, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Trey, can you address that?
Just what happened?
Can you address that comment? We don't do the B word around here. We don't even bring that up. Whatever happened a long time ago. So
what?
I don't know.
Me?
Let me read this. Hold on. Samson, by definition, that's pandering to her emotions, nigga. if she deserved to be called a B. Nah, yeah, we ain't doing that, director. Yeah, we ain't doing that, family.
It's like his third, fourth offense. Like, what
okay, so director, now, listen. We just having conversations. Nobody's in each other's space in person. We just having conversations. If you have a disagreement in the chat, then at the end of the day, if it's somebody you don't like in the chat, just respectfully ignore them. You don't even have to tag their name. You don't have to at their name. It's not that crucial, y'all. We just talking. Having conversations on the internet is really that simple. Nobody should be being disrespectful, okay? So we're not going to tolerate no disrespect from anybody at all right? So if we see any more disrespect, then, we just got to do what we got to do. So we're not going to go back and forth. We're not going to be beefing in the chat, all that extra. It's not that crucial, y'all. If I see somebody in the chat, if I don't mess with them, if I'm on Ali's live, guess what? I'm just not going to tag them. I'm not going to say nothing to them. They not bothering me. I'm not bothering them. It's really that simple, y'all. Come on now.
Word.
Nobody be cussing each other out in a chat where you can't see somebody. Like, that's crazy. So let's keep it respectful. Right? We don't have to go back and forth. All right, go ahead.
I think it was Rose talking.
Nah, Rose cut me off.
I'm so sorry, Wasso.
And you made me lose my train of thought. That train has left the dock.
I'm so sorry.
But nah, that needed to be the president. We don't rock like that.
Yeah, it ain't that crucial because it's just people typing. Like, I can see if somebody was in real life and did something to you personally. I understand that 100%. Take care of your business. Hey, did y'all see that security guard with them two dudes?
Yeah. You know what it was at?
It was all on the internet. It went viral.
You know what city that was in though?
What city that was in?
Down here.
How did I know? Oh my goodness.
Beat they.
What happened though? What?
He got a tour with some El Chapos. Man, that mind squared up with him. Boom, boom. First, they had the mind balled up like this, dropped him. The other dude come in, he dropped him. Man, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they let it. I ain't gonna lie, they could have dropped him though, but they let him get a fire one. He dropped both of them, and he never pulled his gun out.
Yeah, because he had it on him. He squared up.
Nah, he kept it in the holster the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was he went viral for that. He played basketball. I didn't know that.
Hey, that mind. He weighed like 125, bro. He was thin too. Kevin Durant.
So you need to go ahead and pick him up, and so he can go and be the next heavyweight champ. Lightweight champion.
Y'all gonna watch the fight tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, I'm not doing the show. I'm not gonna do the show tomorrow. I gotta watch that fight.
Stevenson?
Who you got? Trey?
Stevenson and T.O., man.
Are you in Trey? Are you in the Discord? In touch with Discord? We're gonna show the fight in there.
Nah, I'm not in there.
Yeah, the fight gonna be shown in the Discord in the room. Y'all probably gonna be at the bar though. I'm going to the bar.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it at the crib.
I might go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure, 100%. I'm gonna watch that fight. But yeah, we're gonna go back live Sunday for sure. So, because I'm gonna watch the fight tomorrow. If it wasn't no fight, I'd probably do it, but I gotta watch the fight. But anybody got anything else?
You said, your other question, you said you asked a question about why do people ignore red flags when the emotional chemistry is so strong? That was the question you just had?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. So I would say, one reason for that is people just naturally make exceptions for people that they really like. Even, you can come in with your best standards, whatever, but I think we all naturally do it. You make exceptions for people that you really like. And the thing about it with red flags too, and one reason why people accept them is because people are not honest with themselves. And what I mean is that people don't really have as many options as they say they do. So when you find somebody who make you feel a certain type of way, sometimes you may not be as willing to let it go.
Yeah.
Because if you had options, you wouldn't settle or accept the red flag.
Gotcha.
That's just my opinion.
Anybody else?
You right though.
I'm not gonna lie. Like before I wised up, I mean I used to ignore red flags left and right, and it did take me into a rabbit hole, a serious rabbit hole. Because certain things, right, depending on the lady that you're talking to, yeah, if she's abusive, right? So it's like, you know, the little pat here and there, and then you just don't say anything. You know, if you give some of these ladies, and I'm not talking about all ladies, y'all. I'm talking about the toxic negative ones that we be ignoring the flags on. Next thing you know, that pat turns into a hit, and then next thing you know, that turns into something else. Which, you know how we're viewed. If it turns into a squabble, it's either we're dead or in jail. So nowadays, I try to make sure that if I see that red flag, I'm walking right off of it, because we're not going down that rabbit hole.
Nah, for sure.
Hey, real quick, I want to piggyback on this covenant thing, because I didn't want it to end the way that it ended. Real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the misunderstanding is this: covenant. The term covenant didn't appear in the Bible until Malachi chapter 2. All right, that's when they actually was talking about marriage. But before that, the term covenant was talking about the children of Israel having a covenant with God.
With God, exactly.
So everything that Trey was saying was correct. Where he was saying that in order for the person to, you know, be together, you have to consummate it. That's the only way that it happens, you know what I'm saying, for consummation. But also, I want y'all to recognize what Jesus said in the New Testament about divorce. He said that the only reason why divorce was created was due to the sins that they was doing back in the time of Moses, you know what I'm saying, where they was simply going around and consummating all these different type of women without being committed to them, you know what I'm saying? So that's why all that was created. So once again, everything that Trey said, it was true about you being consummated, but it became a covenant later on down the line in the New Testament due to what they was doing in the Old Testament.
One second. Hold on, real quick.
Okay, so what I was going to say on the previous about the chemistry and ignoring the red flags, I think, you know, sometimes that chemistry kind of like activate somebody's, like, I guess, nervous system, where they see all the red flags, they just choose to override them because of that like dopamine effect they're getting from the chemistry with that person. So it's not that the red flags just are not there. They're just choosing, oh, you know, I like this feeling of what we have, the intensity of it, instead of following the red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Sunday, I think what we're gonna do is when we go live, we're gonna break down this whole. I'm gonna do an in-depth study probably tomorrow. We're gonna break down this a virtuous woman thing. We're gonna break that thing down, man, because a lot of people like to use that, and especially a lot of Christian women like to use that whole virtuous woman thing. So we're gonna go to
Christians.
Hey, Blanco, since it's Sunday, we're gonna break that thing down, but we're gonna break it down in layman terms where even Blanco will understand.
Hey, Trey.
We're gonna break that thing down, man.
Hey,
what up?
Hey, Trey, let them know you're not the only Bible scholar up here, bro.
I know you. I know you know your word, my boy. I know that. Yeah. So Sunday we're gonna do a deep dive into that virtuous woman and all that type stuff, and then we're gonna break it down into modern day times and make it very relatable. All right. So
yeah, be prepared for a fight. Be prepared for a fight.
You up for that challenge, Blanco?
I'm not a Bible expert. I do believe in God, but I know just a little bit.
Listen, I'm gonna break it down to where the thoughts can understand.
Hey, I'm willing to hear. You know, I rock with you, man. I'll be
Hey,
here.
make sure
You know what I
make
mean?
sure Horror's
I
there.
want I want all the queens in here so they can go ahead and defend the whole virtuous woman thing. I really want to hear from them. All these super Christian queens.
See,
They find God.
Blanco, what's gonna happen is it's gonna expose it, then they gonna realize, you know what? Dang, I'm not that. That's the point, Blanco. That's the angle I'm coming from.
Hey, I don't want to hear my truth.
So on Monday, are you
Sunday.
talking about the men?
You
Or
say
is this
what?
going to turn in? On Monday, are you talking about the men?
What you want me to talk about Monday, Karen? What you want me to talk about? Whatever you want
I
me to
don't
talk
know.
about.
I don't know the topic, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna focus on the woman on Sunday, let's be fair and have a topic to focus on men.
Okay, I'm asking what
We got that courage in there now. That liquid courage is coming out.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, let's have a topic about men too, because I don't want this channel to turn into a woman's bastion channel.
30K. You see Karen's eyes, right?
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, I hope everything's good. And I was like, oh, okay, I understand what's going on now.
But she took too much NyQuil, or the
Yeah,
sun's getting low, big fella.
y'all, hold on. How is this gonna turn into a woman bashing? Because I'm just breaking down the virtuous woman. So the people that don't read the
Hit dogs
Bible.
gonna
Hold
holler.
on, I'm not done. You still talking. Why can't I break it down so people like Blanco that don't go to church, don't read the Bible, so they can understand what a virtuous woman is? How is that bashing women?
I just said because hit dogs are going to holler.
So what?
That's the point.
But okay, we're going to talk about the virtuous woman. Maybe on Monday, talk about what makes a good man, or I don't know. Just keep it balanced.
That's fine.
You can't give me a topic. You can't sit up and say, well, talk about the man. Okay, give me a topic.
All right, I'll have a topic by Monday.
I got an idea. Karen, I'm not attacking you by any way. I'm just talking to the statements. All right, this ain't nothing against you. All right. So if Trey and Urban and hopefully Har, right, does that and say this is what the scriptures, the holy word says on what a virtuous woman looks like, then by all means, it should be fair that if you're saying that it's going to seem as if women are going to feel as if they're being bashed, then that Monday, then yes, there should be a panel of women that will do the exact same thing and say, hey, through scriptures, this is what a good man should look like. The women, without the help of the men. Is that fair?
Sound fantastic to me.
Sound phenomenal.
Like I said, I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying, if we're going to be fair, is that fair?
Listen. It's fine. I'm not one of those women who walk around talking about virtuous women. I'm not that person. I'm just saying.
Karen, we hear it all the time.
Oh, no, I know. I'm just being, I can't think of the word right.
30K proposed something that would be phenomenal. We would come up and listen to y'all. If y'all badger the scripture or take it out of context, just understand you will reap the consequences.
I'm not even going to be on that panel. That's not my strong point.
30K, you see this?
No, I'm not. I'm not one of these ones who up here fake. I'm never going to be fake. Y'all never hear me come quoting no scriptures or any of that. That's not my lane.
Yeah, but Miss Mara, you say you made it seem like we were attacking women. That was nowhere near the case.
I was going off of the comments.
No, but baby, listen, we talk about, at least me, for the most part, most guys in here talking in general terms because I don't want to make it personal. You see what I'm saying? Do we play with you, Rose, and the other girls that jump over here? Sure, but it's more like in a playful way. You know what I mean? I don't mean nothing bad towards you. Yeah, you disrespect me. I don't disrespect you. We just joking around. But just because we have a strong points in certain areas, that doesn't mean somebody's bashing women. I need to stop saying that. That sounds crazy, yo. That sounds super crazy.
All right, Karen, to make it fair, if Trey don't do the show, then y'all could come to the Urban Lounge podcast because I do a teaching on teaching men how to be men every week.
Okay, so you can help him on Monday because Trey is going to do it. He's a man of his word, so I don't have no doubt in him at all. So you can help on Monday. Thank you.
Oh wow.
You see how we're problem solvers?
I like that.
What about 30K idea? What about 30K idea, Miss Morris?
It's not going to be on Monday.
I don't think that's going to happen. The point of me, the point of me making that statement is I don't even think it's going to happen. That's why I said that. I proposed it, but
Well,
I
I
don't think
wouldn't
it's
be
going to happen.
taking the charge of that. You can ask somebody like Rose or Rebecca or those other ones who quote like the whole virtuous woman thing.
I mean, be realistic. Like I said, I proposed it. I mean, I can try to go and find some people and say, hey, you should link up with Trey, and then go up there and, you know, and make it a panel just so that it's balanced, or even make it a super panel or whatever you want to call it, where you have virtuous women and virtuous men talking. And then, I mean, all the hit dogs on both sides will come out in the comments and say, well, you know, I don't agree. You know, I think a man should treat a woman like this, because the simps are going to come out. The simps are going to come out. And I guarantee it, the women that like hearing men who like to bash men, they're gonna be saying clock it and all this nonsense. So I can already perceive on what's going to happen. But if it's not going to be a thing where women are being praised, yes, I can understand that a hit dog's gonna holler and feel like they're being bashed.
So I put it to you this way: instead of focus on Proverbs 31, we could focus on the whole book of Proverbs, because the whole book of Proverbs is talking about men empowerment and teaching men how to be men and teaching men how to watch out for certain type of women, which it could lead all the way to Proverbs 31.
That's a good idea. If you don't mind, Urban, can you put your chat name in the back chat so I can try to follow you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like to come into those groups because I do like to talk amongst men. It's like, hey, you know, in order to better yourself, just to make sure that if you want to live a fruitful, I can't speak right now, a fruitful life, then, hey, this is my experiences. I can't say everything that I do in real life just because of the sensitivity of it, but, you know, I mean, just give a little bit about myself. Like, hey, I did, you know, come from the hood and all that, and I'm not, this is not something that, if you think that this is the only path, there's many paths. I don't have no mind trying to mentor young men. I like to help out in that.
Oh yeah, no problem. Because that's what I'm trying to focus on. Even though I do red pill content, but my red pill content is different. It's not just bashing women and stuff. It's actually where I'm really trying to use the philosophy, the original philosophy of red pill, to empower men to become the version of self where they need to be, so they can be leaders for the women.
All right, cool. I'll be by. I'm really sad that the show did turn into what it did. In the sense of like it was. I do believe when I first came in that it was very insightful, and there are certain talking points that are difficult, but we were like, you know, whittling away and hammering it down to a certain point. So certain individuals, depending on who you are, even me myself, that we can stand on what we believe in, and then we're talking from our, you know, from our base, right? Because I will say that oftentimes, you know, like someone like me, I can be speaking for the percentage of men that's in my situation. Trey speaking for the percentage of men from his situation, Samson, and Urban, and then you have Karen, and the other ladies that are speaking from their positions. Just like, hey, this is how we see certain things. Now, not everyone's point is the only way, but this is a way. It's just sad. I'm sad that, you know, you had a little terrorist come up in here and kind of try to derail your show after you just been monetized. I just wanted to put that point out there.
Nah, it's all good, man. We ain't worried about it. We took care of well, I tried to give him grace. He kept going, so we took care of the business. So it's a done deal. So we ain't got to worry about that no more.
Oh, before I forget, my eyes are kind of hurt right now, but and I'm not trying to exclude anybody.
Hey, T.O., it's her birthday Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah, her birthday Monday, T.O.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, tomorrow?
No, today's Saturday.
It's
it's about to be Saturday. Well, I'm off of California time right now, so it's about to be Saturday.
Oh, okay. So your birthday's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Karen, you look so different right now. I know what it is. It's just I'm not used to seeing this. There's nothing
faded.
wrong. It's just
Faded, don't
no,
she?
no, no,
30K. Faded.
no. Is there her like? Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say certain words, but I can read body language, and then her eyes. It's like, yo, she's not playing games right now. And that's all I see. So it's just interesting. I know it'll be different tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh yeah, it'll be different Sunday because it's gonna be her birthday. She definitely gonna turn up.
She mad.
I don't think I'm going to be on Sunday. Going to miss the virtuous woman talk.
Oh wow.
You sure need it.
Oh.
Don't do that,
No,
Trey. Don't do that.
Oh,
I'm a good woman.
You are.
Said no man.
Trey trying to play me.
Is that what I'm doing?
He hating on you, Karen. Don't worry about it. He hating on you, Karen. Don't worry about it.
All right, got her lips on and her shine and makeup. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh we. Karen, you cool. You cool.
Well, listen, y'all get some rest, man. I'll see y'all Sunday at 10 p.m.
Oh, we're ending it off like that?
Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all later, people.
Salute y'all.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir.